Yeah, birds in the trap, they gon' stink. Mara, serving the act out of big bottle. Don't tell me shut up, you are not my boss. Turn up so much, now I just can't turn off. Don't call me back since you can't answer when I call you. Daddy was a rolling stone, I get it from my father. Chain so heavy that I can't wear all of. She knew I was a devil cause I wear a lot of product.
215s in the back of the old school like
457, not
Shawty on the 15 floor in the plane with a pussy, yeah, finna come on.
457.
Knocked it down on the bed and caught that head, she one hit once. A big old bag today, it's me on yak, boy, better go keep up. Got my Glocky clipped to the hip just like a goddamn beeper. Shawty all in my face and shit, I don't know where I meet you. Tryna play tough guy and shit, you know.
One of us has a beard, one has a goatee.
They gon' try to take it all, try to put some fear in me. My 9mm, that's my damn security.
Mary's waiting for the rap music to be turned off. You gotta turn off the rap before. Turn the rap off.
Yeah, birds in the trap, they gon' stink. Mara, serving
Fossil,
the act
Mary.
out of big bottle.
Drops on the Epstein list. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. I'm not on the Epstein list. I have a fear of flying. I have no interest in ever meeting Epstein. Well, I mean, it's too late now. I've never met him. I didn't even know about Epstein until like everything had happened. It's just sad, man. Sad that everybody's favorite president is on the Epstein list. Elon for president. He really thinks that he's I wonder who would be the biggest surprise to be on the Epstein list. Like if we're looking, if it's revealed, and be like, what? Like a shocker. Like I can't imagine who would be a shocker that's on the Epstein list. There has to be a name on there that everybody's gonna be like, wait a minute, how is that person on this list? Yeah, no, but there's probably some really surprising people that you'll see on there, or at least one that'll be like, what? How did you end up on the Epstein list?
Saying it to Meg.
Don't tell me shut up, you are not my boss. Turn up so much now I just can't turn off. Don't call me back since you can't answer when I.
Yeah, but shout out to everybody. Shout out to Orange. I hope you're well. I know you're here for the guy with the beard. I don't have a beard, but whatever. Shout out. But yeah, it was pretty crazy. I think a lot of people had already known that, or at least thought that Trump was on that list.
Yo, welcome in.
I don't know what's up with those super thick women. Like, what is that?
Super thick women? What are you talking
like all
about?
that cellulite and
that?
thickness. I don't like that, dude. I'm sorry, bro. I like petite women. Women who are like in shape. I don't like all that extra meat like that. Whoa. I know we're in the age of BBL. So everybody, get a BBL. But
BBL.
You know, and I'm not alone, trust me. There's plenty of dudes out here who are like, dude, I don't need all of that. I don't want all of that. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
What time is it?
If you're spending
$9,
$4,
$5, $6,
$7, $8,000 to get like that, I'm concerned. I'm like, I don't know. I
mean, shut up, Jose. Let's get on topic. We're off topic.
Modern problems.
Yeah, for real.
First world modern problems. My BBL is too big. What?
I have too much ass.
Some people out here are like, I can't even pay my rent.
I got too much ass, guys.
Yeah.
I need to go. No, actually, it's too little. What is it? Too little bit of ass, I guess.
Too little. I need more ass.
I need more ass.
I just ass cheeks.
Cushion.
More ass cheek.
I need more cushion.
I need
for
more
the pushing.
Cheek.
No, it's good.
Nah, but it's crazy. Like I see on Instagram, there's women that are like ridiculously thick, and I'm like, bro, like I don't find that attractive, dog. There's a woman that works in the casino. Here we live near a casino.
She's literally here on the top of the wall.
She's thick, she's really thick. I saw her once in a
What
park.
did I get myself into? The Off-Topic podcast. Welcome in. Cheers. I got a giant.
I saw her
fucking-
once at a park that was near my house. I was with my son, and she was in shorts. Dude, that lady had so much cellulite. Like, it looked like a wave. Like, you can ride. It was so many bumps that I'm like, I'm not trying to knock it. I know it happens. But, bro, you see a woman like that in pants, and you're like, wow, she's so thick. And then she loses the pants. You're like, dog, that is a lot of cellulite. That's a lot of shit going on there. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? That is not attractive. That's not attractive. So it's attractive when you're wearing clothes, but when you take that off, you're like, that's a lot of fat and excess that I
What do
just
you mean, like
don't need.
a chubby chick?
No, she just.
Hey.
No, she's
you
not
are
fat.
being.
I'm not a body shamer.
Oh yeah, body shaming women. You're body shaming
No,
women.
I just think
They
it's,
don't
it's
do-
deceptive.
women do
It's
not body
deceptive.
shame
Yeah,
men.
men.
So
wo-
why
women
would you
do-
body
women
shame-
do body shame men? Women are the worst, dude.
Never in my life have I ever been body shamed. In my
Approach
life.
a woman and she'll tell you all your flaws. You're too short. Are
You're
you
too
driving a
fuck-
Toyota? Get out of my face.
That's not body shame. That's economy.
Yeah, they'll
shame.
make they'll tell you like
That's
you're
economy.
you're this,
They
you're
do.
that.
I
Like,
just said they
what's
do.
that zit on your left cheek? Get out of my face. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah. Why do you have so much hair? What? Why do you have so much hair? Whoa, I've heard that before. Why do you have so much hair? Like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm sorry, because when I was like a little baby embryo, I was like, dog, I want hair, and it just appeared to that. Like, that's what happened. Yeah.
I think I'm waiting for the day that BBL shit ends. If it hasn't pretty much ended already, I don't know.
BBL,
And then
Jersey.
women start going back to like, I just want to be normal.
I think they are. I think there's a lot of
I-
women now.
I don't want to pay.
I think it's where we're living at that we see that a
because
lot.
we live in like BBL capital, Miami.
Yeah, LA, California, like these type of like.
And here you see them and you're like, dude, they look so fake. Their lips are done. Their like cheeks are done. BBL, breast, jewels in the vagina or vagina cleansers, whatever they do. It is wild, dog.
What? Jewels in the vagina?
Yeah, they do something where they put like a jewel in your vagina. I don't know. I read about that. I'm like, what? Like, you know these trends. Like, they're always trying something new. There's always something. The same way guys. These guys who do a surgery where they
No, wait a
they
minute.
install something in their
There's a
calf to
guy
make
out
them
there.
taller.
Yeah, that's crazy. I saw that. I
Come
saw
on.
that.
It's fucking
I saw a
weird.
guy. It was like a year ago. Now is his first. I think it's been a year since he's fully recovered. It took him a year, and now he's playing basketball, doing sports. I mean, yeah, sports, exercising. I'm like, bro, that is fucking crazy. That fucking experience of seeing that.
He did that to get more chicks. And he might even meet and you gotta be careful, dog, because you start meeting people and you meet a crazy person. So
right?
he does all that and then he meets like a crazy bitch who tries to like poison him or some shit.
Chops his knees
Chops
off.
his legs off and like, yo,
Chops his
you
knees
just
off.
wasted 10,000,
He
dumbass.
goes like, I'm gonna break this motherfucker.
He's gonna be in a wheelchair.
I'm
How-
gonna break this motherfucker's ankle. What did he put? Like more
No, I think
A
they
bigger
they
kneecap? Like, what was it?
cut your like your chin bone.
your shin.
Yeah, they cut that and then they install something there.
Bitch.
They install something there to make you look taller. Yeah, or a plug. I don't know if he's saying it's a plug, but yeah,
A plug. It's a plug.
they install something.
Oh, he's talking about the jewels.
Oh,
he's talking
yeah,
about
the
jewels.
vagina thing. Yeah, they put a diamond.
Bro, why are you
something.
still stuck on the jewels, bro? What's wrong with you?
They put something in their vaginas to rejuvenate it.
Why are you stuck on the jewels, dude?
No, I don't know. I thought it was. I heard.
He's like, it's called a plug.
I don't know.
My girlfriend has one. That's what he's saying.
Vagina rejuvenation.
It's called a plug, bro. My girlfriend
it
has
is
one.
wild.
It makes her bling blingy. It makes her bling at night. You know.
It's wild.
I see better down there when at night. I don't.
Who knows what it's gonna be like in 10 years?
What?
Yeah, I swear to God, when he was saying plug, I'm like, butt plug?
Butt
I'm
plug?
like, I'm
Yeah,
talking,
that's-
about, I'm
that's
talking about the other side.
That's what I'm thinking.
The
That's-
other side.
That's what I'm thinking too.
You know, it's funny. This guy went to deliver Starbucks Uber Eats to me like on Monday or Tuesday, and he was like a Spanish Cuban guy. He's like, "Hey, I'm sorry I took so long."
Yeah.
He goes, "These freaks in Starbucks with their blue hair and their weird faces." He's like, "They're telling me things and I couldn't understand them." And I'm like, "Oh, it's funny." I'm
What
like,
in English? Like I don't get it.
no, because he's a Cuban guy, older man. So I'm sure when you're older, you walk into Starbucks and you see the he/hims and the she/he's.
He's like, "Señor,
and the
mira,
yeah.
I'm a thing, all right? Oh, not a thing. What is he? What would he say? In
To him,
Spanish?
he's probably like,
Uh,
yeah, I don't know what you are. You're a thing.
He's
to
like,
me."
hey, don't call me him or her or it. And he's
do
just
you,
like,
do you work at Starbucks?
Starbucks employee. There you go. I'm a
I-
Starbucks employee.
My ex used to work at Starbucks. I would go pick her up after work.
I have blue hair now.
Yeah, and
How old are you? You
I
get
would-
away with it if you're in the 20s.
in Starbucks, I would have to be very careful because
Dustin, My bad. Dustin is in the building.
Shout
What
out
up,
to Dustin.
Shout out to
Shout out to
Dustin.
Dark Bright 67 to Orange.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shout
and
out
in
to-
Starbucks
say
I
your
used to
name, my
trip
bad, I
out
gotta
because
stop
like,
saying your name.
and she would always tell me, "Hey, be careful," because some of the ones who look like men are women. Some of the women who look like women are men. Like it's just a thing here. And I'm like, dude, like you gotta be careful when you go to Starbucks, bro, because like you never know what you're dealing with. Sir, I'd like a. Excuse
Bueno.
me, it's Miss. And I'm like, oh, sorry, Miss.
She did it to you?
No, I'm saying like you gotta be careful, you know.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Yeah, if you go in there and you're like, hey, sir, I like, sir, hey, it's Missy. I'm like, oh, sorry, miss, I didn't mean to offend you. I'm sorry, you look like a guy.
I get mad too if someone calls me a miss. I mean, hey.
No.
Honestly, I mean, I don't think I've ever been mistaken.
Shout out to Willie Mang, 07.
I don't think. Oh, Willie Man in the building. Hit him up with a y'all.
Yo, yeah, that's probably the safest.
Yeah, y'all have any water in here? Y'all? Who is y'all? Who you talking about, y'all?
Y'all.
You know, like you gotta.
And frankly, that's never happened to me, but I'm sure people out there it's happened to them. When you
Latino.
see somebody and they're like,
Latino.
you're like, hey, I'd like a whatever, a couple, I'd like a sandwich, and they're, ma'am, and they're like, excuse me, I'm not a ma'am, I'm a sir, and you're like, oh, sorry, sir.
Well, I've never been mistaken. I think like people be like, man, but it's like a quick like, oh, like you know.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm never gonna be like, they call me a man, I'm like, whoa, sir.
Put him in a chokehold. What did you say to me?
Yeah, what did you call me? Do you see this fucking beard? Do I look like a fucking woman to you? Like I don't know. You want to see my fucking dick? Like
One of the weird ones for me
I've
was
never been called a man. Exactly. Like
one of the weird ones for me, and this probably happens to you. We live in Hialeah. If anybody knows anything about
talk to you in
Hialeah,
Spanish?
90% of the
bitch.
population of Hialeah
Yo, call
speaks
me a son of a
Spanish.
bitch. What's up, Aggie ho? What's going on?
Yeah, I think like 95% of the population of the city speaks Spanish. You literally don't need to speak English in the city. So when I speak English, I was born here. But I go out to places like Publix, like a supermarket, and the cashier is a young person. So they see me and they think I'm an immigrant. They'll be like, Señor, usted
Oh, yeah,
quiere?
yeah,
And I'm
that
like,
happens. It's
I
automatic.
speak English.
I go to anywhere and I like to speak English. Like when I'm out, I speak Spanish, and I speak Spanish well, being born here. But I like speaking English whenever I go anywhere because it's faster for me. I understand it. I can tell you what I want easier, right? I can be like, hey, you want this? You want that? I need this or whatever. And they normally talk to me in Spanish off the bat, right? Like it's a buenos días, ¿cómo está? You know, and you're like, I just continue speaking English. I'm not gonna lie. I just go, yeah, I wanna, and they're like, oh, okay, and they switch up or whatever. What's happening over there? I wanna know. You gotta be here at this time, or you're gonna be fired. The boss is talking to him. I speak Hindi and lockdown replies me in Turkish. What are you talking about, dude? Damn. Haha, I was mistaken. My heritage white person came into my work and said I had a beautiful language, and I'm like, I'm speaking the same language you have. And she's like, aren't you Indian? And I was like, no, I'm Mexican. She told her husband to leave with her because she didn't want to talk to me. Damn. You're not Indian, dog. You're not Indian. You're not Indian.
You're not Indian? That's funny. You're speaking the same language as me.
Yeah, you're not Indian, dog. That's what happens. You gotta speak. What is it?
Hindu? I don't know what language.
No, that's what Aggie said. Aggie said I speak Hindian, and lockdown reply me in Turkish. Turkish, yo, dude.
Yeah.
Put the phone in your pocket.
I've never misgendered
Tell you
anyone
like that.
like
Have
that.
you ever seen those
Yeah.
two NBA players that he's who's that guy playing? He was in Gilbert Arenas thing, and the guy's talking about like how he got a trophy and all that, and the guy next to him is like on his phone, and he's like, "No, you disrespecting the fuck out of me, bro." And they almost fought each other because of that.
Why? Because the guy was using
Because
his
he's
phone?
talking about something, and he's like,
Yeah. I was.
and I'm like, yeah, that's disrespectful to me, 24/7.
I know, but
I don't matter what time. If you're in a moment where you shouldn't use your phone, don't use it. Like to me, it's disrespectful. If I'm talking to you and you're like,
Oh yeah, but that's like, you know, come on,
Texting,
2025. That's the thing, you know.
No, I don't.
I
do it.
remember
I don't give a shit about the year.
the
nigga.
other
What
days,
fuck?
the other
You gotta-
days,
what the hell?
and we're Hispanic. Anybody who's Hispanic or anybody not even Hispanic, black, white, whatever. When you're in a gathering with friends, everybody usually sits around the table and you're talking, you're drinking, hey, everybody's chatting. The other days, I went to a Walgreens by my house. I'm going back home. There was like a long table outside of a house, and there was a bunch of people sitting outside, 5, 6 people, all holding drinks in their hand. There's music playing. Every single person was like this.
Oh no, exactly. I can't be that guy.
Nobody was looking or even talking to each
I
other.
will say something. I will say
it was
something.
like a
Be
party.
what is it? The technology taking over. Here it is. I've done that. I've been
Yeah.
sitting around.
Oh, no, but
my
that's
cousins,
that
whoever,
old
and
news.
I sit there and I'll say it because I'm like, if nobody says it, then we're just gonna continue to be on our phone. I've said it here. I've said it with you guys. I've been there, and I'm like, if it's like raining outside and we're just all sitting there for hours, I'll be like, yeah, get on your fucking phone. You're not gonna be the whole 6 hours of it raining. You know, talking to each other unless you have that much to talk about. But you're gonna want to get on your phone. But if you're doing something like this, on a date, talking to somebody about friendship, do not be like, yeah, last
on
week.
the phone.
Nah. No way, I have to, or at least go. Well, hold on, give me a sec. Let me
They hit you
answer
with the
my
What'd you
friend.
say?
Yeah, I don't want to do that. If you're gonna be on your phone, then I might as well not talk, turn around, and leave you right there.
Or
You know what I mean?
they feed you the throwaway. So you say this crazy story, and they're like, "Wow, that's crazy."
No, yeah.
And you're like, "That's all you have to say."
Yeah, I'm not gonna. If you
Yeah.
say that to me, then you think that I know.
You're not paying
If you think
attention.
that you're actually that I think. If you think that I think. If you think that I think that you're paying attention, you're wrong. I know you're not paying attention, because I'm gonna probably say something stupid in between that doesn't make any sense to see if you're actually paying attention. Yeah, talking about it, and he goes back to his phone, bro.
Oh no, I just had to check on something just to verify.
I don't know what's
A
happening.
little verification.
Hey, we need to verify before.
A little
You know what
verification.
I'm saying? Before this.
Well, the finals are on. I don't know who y'all got in the finals. I'm not really rooting for any of those teams. I don't really care, but
Who's-
it's
who's
cool.
playing?
OKC and Indiana Pacers.
Oh, that's the NBA finals right there.
From people that I've seen who know about NBA, they're like, oh, the Thunder are gonna slap them up and take the title. Indiana has a slight chance, but OKC's just a really good team.
And yesterday, the
So
NHL
shout out to the
also-
finals.
The finals for the NHL also is like they have like the same timing.
Yeah,
But they
yeah. I have an
my
interest
team
there.
lost,
And the Panthers,
lost against the.
Edmonton Oilers.
But it's all right. It's all right. That's what happens. It's the first game.
And Thomas Bryant actually.
Oh, let me mute that right there.
Yeah, we need the Panthers to win
OKC's beating them right now.
because
so-
Canada is not like us, and Canada gets upset because they're probably like,
We're
the
the Canadian-
Stanley Cup belongs up here in the snow, not down there in the beach.
No, my boy Burnt, who comes here every once in a while, he's Canadian, and he goes to me, "Yo, let us win. Let us win. We haven't won in 31 years."
Yeah, I think Edmonton
I'm
or
like,
Canada.
That's not even your team.
Canada or
No,
Edmonton?
Edmonton. And I'm like, bro, it's not even your team. You said your team was the Jets. You know, the Jets are also from Canada.
I did see this thing which was kind of sad. They showed it on Instagram when the Miami Heat went to the Eastern Conference Finals. People were in the streets celebrating, and then when the Panthers went to the finals or the Stanley Cup, there was 3 guys standing outside of La Carreta waving a flag.
Yeah, it's over here in Miami.
Some lady
where
passed
we're
by
at.
and she goes, "Guys, like, oh, I feel like, wait, I'm rooting for you, hoo-hoo," but damn, like nobody showed up, and they were like, whatever, just going
Yeah,
crazy.
but
there.
you can't think about that because Miami down south, they're not big into
Nah,
hockey.
nah,
They're big
nah.
into baseball, basketball, football for sure, but not hockey. But now go down up north
Yeah,
to
Yeah, you go to
a
Broward,
little
Palm
more
Beach.
Broward, and you will see it. You will see them
Yeah,
celebrating it.
people in the comments were like, "That's why they're no longer in Miami because
Yeah, they used to
that's
be-
why they came to
well,
Broward."
They never were in Miami.
No, yeah, they used to play in the Miami Arena.
Yeah, but
And
not
they
like
left.
that. Yeah, but very randomly. Their stadium was over there. I'm going for team off topic to win.
Yeah, no, we don't
Bro,
have to go for us because we always win.
Champion right here.
We always win.
Yeah, we always win.
Somebody should make one that goes ketchup.
Yeah, I have to. I don't know how no one hasn't done like.
Yeah, you gotta make a
ketchup,
meme or something.
Mayonnaise.
Pickles.
Yeah, it's just like a bunch of random topics. Topic. Whatever.
Well, if anybody's interested in this stuff, I thought it was really interesting. It was Jordan Peterson. He did this thing where he debated 20 Christians or something like that. They were like, oh, one Christian debating 20 atheists, and people are saying that that Jordan Peterson got slapped
When
up.
they main. Oh yeah, I saw that.
He kept doing this thing where he was like, oh, if that's what you like, have it your way. If that's what you like, have it your way. And they're like, what is this? The Burger King guy debating 20 people?
Who's his name?
Jordan Peterson.
Oh, he kept saying that to people.
Yeah, because people were making good points and he wouldn't know what to say. So he would be like, well, then have it your way. Well, I don't know. Just have it your way. He kept saying that throughout the podcast. They're like, guys, this guy work for Burger King now.
Have it your way.
they're
Have
like,
it your way.
is that Burr? Is that like
It's a hit and miss. I was about to say that. I'm like, yeah, Jordan Peterson is one of those. It's like every damn human being. They get a little popular because he said a couple things that made sense.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, this guy's a genius. This guy's a genius. I'm like, the only person I see in that category is Gary V, bro. That's the only person. Gert Cardone, all these people. I see them. I'm like, yeah, but these are cocky motherfuckers. Like, they make sense, but I don't like them. They're too cocky. They like, I got 100 minutes, but I can make it again in another year because I'm like, bro, you obviously you can do it again because you already did it, so you know the formula. Stop acting like brand new, like someone who's new can't make that money again. Stop talking like that. People like Gary V, they make sense. They're the ones that I like that type of character. They're just telling you like, bro, nobody cares about you. Nobody's there to love you. No one's there loving you. Nobody cares about you. Keep doing you. Those are real ways to motivate somebody. They're telling you, do it anyways. Who gives a fuck? Oh, that person thought about me this way. Who gives a shit? Do it anyways. Oh, but I'm gonna go broke. Who gives a fuck? If you continue, you'll get what you want. Just like a random Chinese grandma asked me direction in Chinese in the middle. Bro, that probably was a conversation like 5 conversations ago. But okay, in the middle of more Melbourne street when I just landed in Australia for the first time about a couple hours before after I left the country over a decade ago. Like what, she can understand my broken Chinese and she was lucky because I still remember that street.
Oh, shout out to Aggie if you know Mandarin.
Yeah, I mean,
You
she
go
said
this way,
broken
Grandma.
Chinese.
You go this way,
No,
Grandma.
because that's American. That's English. That's
That's an English person pretending
That's
to
broken English.
having a Chinese hello.
Yeah, isn't that racist, dude?
Yeah,
Isn't
a little
that racist to
racism.
do accents?
No, it's not racist. It's probably just oh, come on, dog. I saw this Chinese.
You go
lady.
this way now.
I'm not sure if
Get
she's
out of my store.
I think she's Chinese. She's out in
How is that racist? Look at
She's
this
out
shit.
in California, and people say that she's hilarious because
Racist if you don't like them.
people walk in and she's like, "Oh, hi, white boy. What you gonna order, white boy? No spicy food for you, huh?"
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah,
that
yeah.
lady is hilarious.
Yeah, she's dope as hell. She talks like ghetto,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
Chinese,
Yeah.
like not Chinese. She sounds like
She's like, oh.
like street, but like with the Asian accent. Yeah,
The guy's with
You
his
want
son.
that-
She
you
goes,
don't know
"Who's
nothing,
that?
man.
That
You
your
don't
boy?"
know nothing,
She's
man.
like, "Who's that? Your boyfriend?" He goes,
Yeah.
"No, that's my son." He goes, "Oh, then you need to play, motherfucker." And I was
yeah.
like,
You need to play, motherfucker. Yeah, that's just hilarious.
I was like, dude, that lady is hilarious.
Yeah, that is funny as hell.
And that's
funny as hell.
what's up. Like, none of that PC shit. She's like, "What's up, white boy? You know want no spicy food, huh?"
Ah,
You know,
motherfucker.
keep fucking with him.
Hey,
You know,
come
like,
on,
come on.
motherfucker.
You know, like, come on, Chinese lady. You know, like, come on,
Yeah,
dog.
she's not trying to be like, oh, you're being racist if you did. Like,
Yeah.
nah,
Oh, don't
fuck
talk to me
bro.
that way. Oh. You know, it's like,
Yeah,
come on,
if you're
dog.
not being
Grow up.
offensive, it's fine, bro.
Yeah, we're just shooting the shit.
If you're doing
you know?
it as shooting shits, then bro, you can like.
And even if you're a little offensive, a little light offense,
bro,
is not a problem.
Not yeah.
As long as you're throwing it back and forth, and at the end of the day, you shake your hands, get out of my face. You know?
yeah, get
As
the
long as nobody pulls out a gun.
no one goes.
Don't talk to me
Nobody starts
like
crying.
that.
Nobody starts
Don't
crying.
talk to me like that. No tight asses. Or they should make the mustard thing, but in different languages. Like however you would say mustard in Mandarin. Mustard!
Yeah. Mozzarella.
In Spanish.
Yeah.
Mostaza! Yeah, DJ Mustard put an album out. I haven't heard it, but people say it's pretty good.
But it is this one.
DJ Khaled style. He threw different people on
Yeah,
beats.
it's this one right here.
Yeah.
It is pretty viral. I'm not even gonna lie. It is fucking really good.
And supposedly, Mustard's like a legend, a Cali legend. I just never
He
really
is
heard
a
of him.
fucking legend. What do you mean?
Nah.
He's been doing music for.
Yeah.
Whew,
Supposedly
for
he's
a
like
minute now.
a Cali
He
legend.
has that song with like the popular songs. What's that guy's name? The Migos. Like a lot of songs with Taya, with so many like big name artists. He has a lot of it. It's funny how much songs I have here, and that's that I don't put them all. Like 5,000.
But yeah, I thought that Jordan Peterson thing was cool. Anybody wants to check that out, check it out. I like Jordan
dude,
Peterson.
I
I
wanna
thought
check it out. I wanna check it
he's
out.
pretty profound. He says a lot of good stuff, but
Yeah,
people
but like
say
I
that
just
he's
said-
kind of false too.
Yeah, like I just said, you get a little popular. He says something that makes sense, and then he goes off the rails with like, bro, I'm gonna do a YouTube page. It's like somebody who creates a business, and like in 2 years they're making so much money, then they make a class
Yeah.
to sell you the class. You know, like if you want to make 100,000 like I did, I can show you in my 5-step class all you gotta pay is $5,000, and I got you. It's like,
Yeah, and we live in the era of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're podcasters, you're people who are trying to sell you things, beauty stuff,
no,
make
podcasters are
money.
not trying to sell you nothing, or neither are streamers. Or they're trying to sell themselves so you can see them and feel entertained by them. So a lot of the people on here are streamers or former streamers, and they understand. Orange is a streamer. Willie Man is a streamer.
I feel like a lot of
Jaime
people
was a streamer.
who
Like,
get a little
I'm
bit of fame.
I'm not even a streamer. I won't even consider myself a streamer anymore. But I will consider myself someone who likes this shit.
Yeah.
I
just feel like a lot of people, like Andy Warhol says, everybody's going to have their 1 minute of fame or 1 second of fame, whatever.
everybody have it?
Their
I don't
flash of fame.
Maybe not.
Social media allows that because people will become Look at Aston Hall, that guy who made the video. That guy
I
blew
know.
up
Eventually
off of
he's
one
back
video.
on.
Do you think that guy's going to be known in 5-10 years? Of course not. He's going to be another.
Remember that guy?
Yeah, but he'll be known like that.
Unless
Like,
he does something more. Like,
do you remember that guy? I mean, I would prefer he doesn't do anything more. He just low-key, maneuvers good for him.
Yeah.
Makes his moves. But a lot of those people strike fame, and then, like, after a week or two, that's it. Like, their fame dies down because, like, okay, we get it. We're going to move on to the next person. But then they still try to put out stuff, and then that's when they fuck up. Because they can't settle for the fact that, like, okay, this was just a flash in the pan. I just had 1 second of fame.
Oh.
No, I want to now continue to put out content to try to stay famous, even though my content is going to be shit.
Yeah, it's like that Colombian dude that we were watching, that he started talking crap about like he got a little fame over like his health points, and then he started talking about some
Dr.
random shit.
Baite.
Yeah, some Colombian dude there. I forgot his name. Okay, I'm here. You can start now. Yo, we've been waiting.
Finally.
All right.
Jeez, guys.
Now
All
that
right,
you're
let's
here-
go.
Now that you're here, yo, break up that crack. No, just kidding. I actually looked worse. It looked like I was doing something else. Anyways,
Cameron asked one of Cassie's escorts how the pussy was.
Oh shit! Yeah, has anybody been keeping up with the Diddy trial?
The real important questions. Cameron is a wild
Anybody?
person.
I haven't, but every once in a while I get a little like feed of somebody talking about it. I'm not really interested in it, to be 100% with you. I don't really give a shit. I just wanted to just come out with all the info, and that's it. I'm not like, I gotta know this crap. I gotta know what's happening. You know what I mean?
No, I've been following
But it's
it.
interesting
Every day
to
I watch
hear
it.
What do you mean? Where do you watch that at?
Law,
What the fuck?
you go. No, it's not televised, but you go
Oh.
to Law and Crime Network, their YouTube channel. They have a lady who goes into the courtroom because they have people who get in line and they go inside, and then she
for real?
she reports every day on what happened. She said that today the judge told Diddy's attorneys that they're going to bar Diddy from the courtroom if he continues, because they say that whenever somebody is testifying and is being questioned by the defense, by Diddy's attorneys, and they make good points, Diddy looks at the jury and he goes, and he nods his head like, yup.
About what?
Like, let's say somebody goes onto the stand, and then Diddy's attorneys, the defense, go up and they start cross-examination. They try to poke holes in a person's story, to defend Diddy.
See, like, what's
And when they
what's
make
real
good
or
points,
fake,
they
yeah.
say that Diddy looks at the jury, and he goes like, "Yeah, y'all hearing that? Y'all hearing that?" So they say that today the judge told his lawyers like, "Hey, look, if he
Stop doing that.
if he continues to do that, we're gonna have to bar
Yeah, 'cause
him
what
from
is
the
he,
court."
What is he doing? Paying them? Like, what is, you know
No,
what I'm saying?
like he's letting the jury know, like, "Hey, you hear that? You hear
Yeah,
that?"
you can't
See, you hear-
bargain with them. You can't look at
Like,
them.
yeah,
and
you
stuff.
cannot do that.
You can't be like, hey,
you can
you hear
look,
that?
but you can't be like, "You hear that? You hear what he said about
Yeah,
me?"
like, you see that? You see
that was
that?
a lie. That was a lie.
Yeah,
Like,
remember
you can't do
me
that.
over there?
Yeah.
What up, Shane?
They're
Welcome
like,
in.
if
Welcome
Diddy
in.
continues to do that.
And 2 as well. Welcome in, 2. Welcome in.
I'll say
Aggie.
what's wild though. Some people are out here saying that man is like. Well, a lot of the things he did were kind of fucked up, but they're like, dude, like it's not fucked up to the extent that they're gonna lock him up for life like that. Like people are basically saying there's some kind of campaign or conspiracy to take him out.
Yeah.
They wanted to take his ass out.
Obviously, he's not
Not great.
He's
but
not good. It's like that guy said. Even if they don't convict him for any of that stuff, he still did things that the world is not gonna take him back.
Yeah.
Like he hit a woman, or better yet, not just a woman, but he hit
Abuse.
a woman and abused of her. Like, he was abusing of her, did a lot of things that were incorrect. The weird stuff that he did, it's okay, do that shit. But we're all gonna look
Yeah.
at you now like,
That sexual stuff. Come on,
you
bro.
made a man ejaculate and then you spread that shit
On your
on your
nipples.
fucking nipples. All right, weirdo. We know this now. I mean, whatever floats your boat. But now we know this shit. You're a little freako.
Yeah, but it's weird, like whatever. But nevertheless, like the sexual stuff, it's like, look, what was he doing? He was flying out prostitutes. I'm sure you've heard it because I've heard it. Oh, I'm gonna fly her out. Oh, I'm gonna fly him out. Like, people do that. They fly out people.
You don't notice you, but you look like you're eating the mic. Like look at yourself there.
If you're rich,
look at yourself. You look like you're evil.
If you're rich and like athletes,
know.
movie stars, rappers, they fly out people for sex. And then and it's exactly. But Diddy is the consent is aside because Diddy is being prosecuted for prostitution across state lines, for basically flying people out from one state to another and then paying them for sex. The escort was consenting because the escort was being paid for it. Cassie, in some instances, appears to be consenting, and other instances appears to not be consenting.
Yeah, but the trafficking part, like underage, that's a problem.
Yeah, but I don't think that.
Yeah, but they don't have no proof about the underage yet.
It's all been
Remember, they're still investigating. Trust me, it's gonna probably come out soon when it starts to like
maybe.
Now remember this one, and she was underage, and then they're gonna be like, right back to
The thing is, I don't think so because if that would have been the case,
you've
already known. The first thing,
the first thing.
Little girl, 17-year-old got raped by Diddy. I don't think he did that. Also, Diddy has never had sex with a guy, or at least that's not being found out. So he's not gay. Apparently, he's a freak.
None of them are saying
but
anything
being
like
a freak
that,
isn't illegal. You can be a freak.
That's not illegal to like men or to be with men. To be a freak, whatever, it's not illegal.
Dude,
what's illegal is hitting abuse of a woman. The trafficking, I think the drugging people without consent,
moving the drugs across state lines,
the drugs, all that other stuff. Yeah, they catch him with all that, or even racketeering, then he's fucked.
But come on, you've seen it, you've heard it, or you know of it. I saw some guy put it, and I'm like, that's very true. He goes, if you put it on a website, you show your ass, your tits, you bang a horse, and you charge somebody for it. It's called OnlyFans. That is legal.
Yeah.
But what Diddy did is illegal? I don't understand that. I can go on OnlyFans and watch. I'm not that I've ever seen anything like that, but I'm sure you could see a lady having sex with a dog.
No, I don't know if OnlyFans has that. I think that would be.
But there are websites that you can see that.
I don't think having sex with a dog. Yeah, but that would be on some like dark pages type shit.
You could probably go on OnlyFans and find.
I don't think OnlyFans
Grandpa
would allow you to have sex with a dog.
Let me see. Let me rephrase. You can probably find some freaky ass stuff on OnlyFans that you're like, that's some pretty freaky stuff.
Some weird shit, yeah.
But that's legal.
Like in the legal stand, but you can.
But that's illegal.
No, I don't think.
So it's very muddy, the waters, and that's the problem. I'm not a Diddy supporter or anything. Take that. But nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? Can't stop, won't stop. He was even telling you in the music, take that. Can't stop.
No. You imagine the guys. You imagine the guys that were
part of it, hearing him say that, like, oh god.
They're like, because supposedly they said that he wore a mask, like doing the things. He'll wear like a
burqa. I think a Muslim women would wear.
So he'll orchestrate everything with a burqa, so they don't know it's him.
Yeah, so weird.
But if
like,
they
what?
hear his voice and he's like, take that, they probably hear that, and they're like, isn't that Diddy? I think that sounds like a Diddy album right now happening over here. What's happening?
Yeah,
just because other people are involved,
we'll see if he's guilty.
If he scapegoats, what?
He's still guilty. We'll see if he's guilty. We gotta wait to see if he's guilty. He's guilty of some things, but I don't think he's guilty of everything. Or at least he should not be prosecuted for some of those things.
Yeah, but just like he's saying, like
they did it to R. Kelly, they're doing it to him.
If he did some illegal
Bill
shit,
Cosby.
he's gonna be in jail. He's gonna get jail time. No, forget about it. He's gonna get jail time.
I mean, honestly, I hope he doesn't get a long time, though, because I'm sure they are doing that man kind of dirty. They're probably doing him kind of dirty.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party. So.
And it's a RICO case. RICO's it's in the name. Racketeering, I don't know what organization. If it's in an organization, why is there only one person being convicted, dog? It's just Diddy. And then what happens in federal court? The feds give people immunity. They say to the people around him, guys, snitch on him. Tell us all the dark secrets, and you don't get in trouble. Oh, okay, sure.
Oh, yeah. Everybody
so then you get immunity. So you have to sit there and take that, while everybody te echa pa'lante.
No pun intended.
While all those people te están echando pa'lante, but they were benefiting from you, and they were with you while you were doing it. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, now we're going to throw you under the bus. But when we were with you, it was all good because you were paying us, you were hooking us up, we were doing drugs with you. And they've even revealed some things about him. One of his assistants said that on his birthday, she went to go visit him, and she went into his room, and he was in the closet or something, and then came out naked and made her give him oral sex. And then,
an assistant?
Yeah, one of his assistants. And then she says that there was a night that she slept over his house, And then he got on top of her and started raping her. But she says, but it was quick. I was like, wow, what a bitch. But it was quick.
It was a quickie.
Like, he finished fast. Like, she threw him under the bus. She goes, yeah, he jumped on me, but it was quick. I was like, wow.
That's the way it works. Nothing to do with Puffy.
Yeah. Somebody was telling 50 Cent that, like, wait, you're making fun of Puffy today, but they're going to come after you tomorrow, dog. Be careful.
Oh, 50?
Yeah. Don't think these rich white folks, they don't play that. I mean, excuse me.
If they need to get them,
The feds. The feds. I'm not even going to put race behind it. The feds. Black, white, anybody who's in the feds, if they don't like you, they will come after you. And it's not even a black or white thing. It's just the feds will come after you.
Yeah, feds don't give a fuck.
Especially if you're a minority, if you're black, if you're Hispanic.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. It's not like they don't go after. They go after everybody, but there's like stages. That's for sure. That is something that I've always known. And anybody in here who's white, black, Chinese, whatever, you know there's stages. They're gonna get the white guy the same way they get the black guy or the Hispanic guy, but there's stages.
Yeah, but then the white guy gets pardoned by Trump.
The one who gets it the worst, and I'm sorry to say, is the Latino. Why? Because he's not from this country.
Yeah.
Sorry to say it. They don't give a fuck. Us, I wouldn't say me because I was born here, but me because I'm Latino and I'm Hispanic, I'm come from Cubans. They don't give a fuck about us. They just like that we work hard and shut up. But if you don't, if you're taking their jobs, and you're doing
everybody
things,
though.
Out of here. You're being too much. You're doing shit for cheap. Get the fuck out of here. Which I understand that part, but you know. That is so wrong.
Epstein, that's right, Epstein.
By the way, speaking of Epstein,
Trump-
what's up with Trump and Elon?
Trump-
I'm happy about these type of things. Let me tell you why. Because I like when things are too
Grab
good,
the popcorn.
like they say, yeah, when they say things are too good to be true, yo, there it is. I like it because that's exactly what it was. Like, oh, all of us, yo, this guy has billionaires on his side. Elon Musk, who was not into the Republican Party out of nowhere, now he's a Republican. You know, he was about other shit. Now he went there, everybody hates him. I knew shit like this was gonna happen. On top of that, I feel like this is also a strategy move for Elon because he's like, yo, isn't his Tesla tanking? Maybe that's a move.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
because
know.
he aligned himself with Trump.
Yeah.
I mean, this is probably like the hottest of hot takes, but I think Elon Musk is more America first than Trump. I think Trump
would
is
believe that too.
Trump first. Elon Musk is, I want America to succeed because I love this country. Look what it's done for me. Elon is also Elon too because he wants to do things for his company. But I honestly think Trump is Trump first, and then if America gets a break or anything, whatever. Good luck, guys.
Good luck. You guys work on that.
But he has done so many corrupt things. The meme coin, having people over for dinner, and they had to buy the dinner, and then they took a tour of the White House. That is literal corruption, dog. If Obama would have done that, Republicans' head would have exploded. But Trump does it, and it's like, guys, he's a businessman. He's smart. He's a businessman. It's like, okay. 5 years ago, 10 years ago, that was very illegal. And people would look at that and be like, damn, that's wild. If Obama would do that, guy, they would be like, hey, we need to arrest this guy and hang him.
Like interest, stuff like that?
Then you can't do that. That is buying interest.
Supposedly, from what I heard from some people, is like, oh yeah, but he's using the Trump family name. Not that he's doing it. It's his family. His kids are doing it.
No, he did a little thing where if you bought the top people buying his Trump coin were then invited to the White House for a tour and a private dinner with him.
Yeah.
So what is he saying to you guys? Hook it up, spend money on me, and then I'll invite you to the White House. It's pay for play is what that is, and that is illegal. You do not do that. But if you ask any Trump, like the opposite of the Trump derangement syndrome, are the Trump fanatics. They'll say, guy, he's a businessman. He's smart. Obama, every other president before him was stupid for not doing that. He's smart. It's not corruption.
Yeah.
It's smart.
It's business moves.
It's smart. Anybody else?
No, he's just smart and he does business moves.
Yeah, that's corruption.
It makes sense, dude. Think about it. He does whatever he wants, even though it's illegal, but it works out, bro. It works out. He makes more money. And you're like, yeah, that's corrupt either way. Like, what are you talking about?
Blatant corruption.
Yeah, dude. I go and I see an old lady take money out of the bank. I beat the shit out of her. I rob her. Who cares? Think about it. She's weak. I'm not going to work. Think about that. I go to a job. I got to be there for 8 hours. Probably 10 because traffic and stuff like that. Might as well beat up some old lady who's taking money out of the bank, bro. It's smart. I'm being a businessman. I'm being smart. That's exactly what it is. I mean, it's not in that level, but you get it. It's corrupt.
The portions on construction site, I'm like, dog, everybody in the comments is like, bro, like, I voted for Trump, but this doesn't look good, bro. Like, those are working people.
But and it's like I keep telling people, hold on. Yeah, exactly, right. Why aren't you?
These people
why
are
aren't you?
working.
Why aren't you taking down the pedophile rings? Why do we have to go over some guy who's working? I get it. We don't want illegals, but why them? Those are not criminals. And if there's criminals in between them, there's a lot of us that are criminals without being illegal immigrants here.
The
I
only
don't
crime
fucking get it.
those construction
This
workers
is where it's
probably
taking
make.
the next level. But this is exactly what I'm trying to say. That it doesn't to me. I always say that eventually at a certain point they're gonna be corrupt. They're gonna be corrupt. All this like,
'Cause they have
yeah, but
power.
Trump is gonna look for out for you. Yeah, but there's gonna be a moment. Give it 4 years. You're gonna notice like, yeah, that was not that good.
I'll tell you this though,
I heard a little
for
kid
all
for
of
his life on
all
today.
of the big R's in
Straight to jail.
2028, you're gonna have a Democrat in the White House because people are gonna go anti-Republican because
Yeah,
of Trump.
100%.
They're gonna go, no, we don't want anything to do with
Give
Republicans.
it one more year. If he continues to do things like this,
unless he turns it around.
yeah, unless he turns it around.
But a lot of the things he's been doing, people are like, dude, I voted for him, but I don't think that's
But
cool.
those
I don't
movements
think
are
that's
not
cool.
are not really democracy. If you hear it, like it's just you're giving the for lack of better words, the libs power with
Well,
doing this shit.
If the Democrats get a good candidate to run, they're gonna win the White House in 2028
Yeah.
because Trump fucked
I
it
will
up
see
for
two med
Republicans.
voting for a Democrat.
You don't see him, or you do see
I
him?
do see him,
Oh, bueno.
even though he likes.
Or you
he
just
likes
stay home
Trump,
and don't
so
vote,
whatever.
or you stay home and you don't vote. But I think Trump is like not doing a lot of good stuff, bro. I think he's going off the rails a little bit, and it's bad because he doesn't run for re-election, so he knows he's untouchable. The Supreme Court, when they passed that, they did that ruling that says the president is basically like above the law, so the president can do whatever he wants. You can't prosecute a president, a sitting president. So it's like, okay, just allow the man to do whatever he wants. He's gonna go for his worst instincts. I am your retribution, just like he said, and now he's doing his retribution.
I've never voted for a Democrat. That's why I said I will see you voting for a Democrat. And like I said, you will never voted for a Democrat, but life is crazy. I've heard that from people 50-something years that I've never voted for Democrat, but this year I voted for Democrat. 50, I've never voted for a Republican. I voted for the first time the Republican. It happens. That's why I say you can never say I am this. No, you are an American before a Democrat, before a Republican. You're an American, and you should vote for what is right for us living Americans. Because if we have to be choosing because of a side, then we're fucked. Like they say, tribalness. Like don't be into tribals.
Tribalism, that's a
Tribalism.
problem.
That's the word.
It's a problem.
Tribalism. Like that's true. Don't do it.
It's comical because like you'll have a Democrat and a Republican who live in a trailer. They're both poor. They're struggling.
Same
they
shit.
have
They work in the same
addiction,
place.
and then they look at each other. No, I hate you. No, I hate you. And then like Republicans are the best. No, Democrats are the best. And then the politicians look at those people like dirty trash. Don't touch me, you heathen. It's like you two that are arguing have a lot more in common than the politician you're voting for, because that politician is a millionaire. That politician looks
Yeah, he
at
doesn't
you
care if you
as
voted
some
for him or you didn't.
unwashed bum.
Vote for. Get the
But,
fuck
but,
out of
but
here.
you argue with like your neighbor over politics, and you have more in common with that person than the person you're defending,
I never voted for
because your neighbor is struggling
God.
just like you, and they're having similar. You're in a similar class, because at the end of the day, it's not even about political parties. It's about class, dog. It's the rich against the poor.
What I think happens, man, and correct me if I'm wrong.
Rich against poor.
But
That's
I
what
think
it's
what
about.
happens with most of these people is like right now you see what are you doing? Right now you see some guy who you might like I don't know, who's a good candidate. I don't know, anybody. But once they get into that point of
Cameron. I would like to see
yeah,
Cameron.
let's say Cameron, the
You
rapper.
mean Cameron in the White House?
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Look
Yo,
at this bitch.
yo,
She
Poon.
told me
What up,
to
Poon?
she told me to suck her
I got
dick.
pussy out there in Russia. Oh,
She told me she was gonna suck my dick, and I told her not in the fucking Oval Office, dog.
He's like, yeah, I called Putin up. I was like, yo, what up, Putin? Poo, what up,
Hey,
boy?
man.
Come out to Harlem, my nigga.
Hey, stop playing, or we're gonna have to drop bombs on you, alright, son?
Dipset.
Yeah, we're gonna dip on your ass. You did. I don't know. Fucking, whatever.
Yeah, that
You get
Cameron
the
is
point. If
president.
you know who Cameron is.
Yo, what up, B?
Hey, oh, B.
We making America great again, B.
Hey, we're making America better than ever, B. Fuck, great, better than ever. Aggie, what do you think? I know Aggie's a big Elon and Trump fanatic.
Yeah, drop
Big,
a
big.
hot take. Anybody hot
Hot
take?
takes. We like the hot takes. Hot takes. Hot takes are good. Hot takes are good.
I'm gonna come.
This election wasn't about class. It was about making America great again. No more boys beating up girls and calling it a sport. Just but that's
but that's a problem with what Tumet Tour is saying. I don't know him personally, but he falls into the trap.
Yeah,
I am
exactly.
going
That's
to
what I'm about to
take
say.
social issues,
It's
throw
a
them to the
political-
forefront, but I'm not going to touch your health care. I'm not going to benefit you materially. What I'm going to do is talk to you about the gays, talk to you about the transies, and talk to you about the illegals.
social stuff that make you
That rile you up.
They rile you up because that's what riles you up. It doesn't affect you in any way of you getting
doesn't
up
improve
from
your
your
life.
bed to your job to pay your bills. It does not approve. It doesn't do anything to you. It really doesn't. Even if you say, "Yeah, but I have a kid and it might change my," that doesn't affect none of that shit as long as you're a good parent. Back in the fucking days when the medieval days, there was so many gays and weird shit happening, but there was a lot of people that were religious and told their sons, "You do that, I'll disown you. You do whatever you want. Yeah, disown your son if you don't like it.
Come on, bro.
Do whatever you want." The government cannot control that part.
This goes back to George W. Bush when George W. Bush made a big whoop about gay marriage. Back then when gay marriage was like, whoa. What did he say? He grabbed onto the Christian right and he made everybody feel like, oh no, I can't vote for a Democrat because they're going to have gay people getting married.
Your emotions.
But then what does he not do for
Wins
you?
you over.
I'm not going to get you better health care. I'm not going to lower your rent. I'm
Things
not going to lower the price of your gas or groceries.
Things that government are supposed to worry about.
That I'm not going to do. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to...
social or
the
economy.
social issues. I'm going to
or
talk to you about
economy or
the
shit
gay
that
guy.
we can't control because they control it.
I'm going to talk to you about the gay
I can
person.
control myself from telling my, or better he's
the
a father,
scapegoats, the
from telling his
scapegoats.
son, hey, I want, you're a straight man, you like women, you like this. Okay, you want like women? Well, you treat them like this. You're gonna work? Well, you have to work like this. Like, teach them. Those are things that you fall into. Not your government. Fuck your government.
Yeah, man.
Fuck them.
Those
They can't
kind
do
of
shit.
things, men and women
And you're
sports.
right. Good thing is that this election did tell the man stop playing sports against women. That I applaud that shit. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I applaud that shit, boy. Because a man shouldn't be in a fucking woman's. Shouldn't be in a woman's sport. Lockdown. Keep your hands on the table. No grabbing popes under the table.
No, definitely
Pepe.
the men should not be in women's sports and women should not be in men's sports. Women because they'll lose and men because they'll win. But more
It
importantly,
doesn't make sense. It doesn't make
that
sense.
to me is something that needs to be dictated by Republicans' favorite thing, the marketplace. If men try to sign up for women's sports, sorry, sir, you can't. Or if you do, no women are going to compete against you. Oh, okay, so what's the point of doing this if no women are going to compete against me? Because they see it as unfair. In other words, let the market decide that or take care of that. Don't have the government coming around and going, oh, I'm going to pass legislation. Nah, man. He's all over the place. Small government. But we're going to start legislating everything. And then, of course, like every other president, there was actually a debate for the mayor of New York, right? There's one of them who's running who's like a democratic socialist. This is what they asked these people. This is for the mayor of New York, okay? What would be the first country that you visit outside of the U.S.? First of all, a mayor doesn't even have to do that. I'm the mayor of New York. Why do I have to go outside of the country? I'm not the president. What are they obligated to say? Take a wild guess at what they're obligated to say.
Wait, say it again.
So it was a debate for the mayoral of New York City. Maybe Tumet knows. There's Andrew Cuomo, who's running again. And then there's a guy who's running. I think he's a democratic socialist. His name is like Korhan or Korhabi, something like that. So in the debate, they asked them, guys, what is the first country that you would go to visit outside of the U.S.? You know what they're obligated to say. You already know what they're obligated to say.
I already know.
They wear funny hats.
They're sit there and they go,
They wear funny hats.
Israel?
Exactly.
Of course,
they are
Israel. That's the
obligated
motherland
to say
of our
Israel.
Lord Savior Jesus Christ.
Why? Andrew Cuomo, his heart burst out of his chest, and he goes, I gotta go to Israel. The socialist guy goes, I mean, I'll just stay here. I'm the mayor of New York. I'm gonna help out New Yorkers. And then the moderator says, so you wouldn't go to Israel? And he goes, yeah, I would go anywhere. Like,
Because he said something else?
no, yeah, because he says, I wouldn't go anywhere. I'm the mayor of New York. I'll stay here in New York.
Yeah.
I'm going to help the people in New York. Why do I have to go somewhere else? And then they ask him, so you wouldn't go to Israel? And then he has to say, yeah, I would go to Israel.
He probably was like, oh shit, I
Who
forgot
the
to
fuck
say that. I
cares
forgot.
about Israel, dog?
Yo, look who it is, my boy.
What up, Louis Lou?
Lulu. I said Lulu.
It's like, who the Louis Lou?
Louis.
Who the fuck cares about Israel, dog? I'm running to be the mayor of
Yo,
New
these are
York.
the biddies, dog.
Why are you asking me about where I'm gonna travel? But you know why they asked that question? Because they want to ask, like, so you wouldn't go to Israel? Oh. It's like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
To make
like
them
the
look
lady
bad.
I was watching on the news thing, she goes, it's funny that they
Wait,
stop at Israel.
No, because you have idiotic librats, librod, whatever the fuck.
Libtards.
Yeah, like fucking. I get what you're saying. That think it's okay to look at trannies and their sex books in school. Yeah, but I've heard that they're not that it's they're
A lot
not
of that
doing
is exaggerated.
Yeah, they're exaggerating, my
A lot
brother.
of that is exaggerated.
They're exaggerating that part, and I'll tell you, I'm not with that. Like, yeah, if you're gonna put tranny sex books, I'm not with that shit. But I think they're exaggerating because they exactly the same thing. They want to hit your emotion because you're
Yeah.
like, shit, that's my son. Think about it, fathers, mothers. You don't want that shit in your kids, so it's gonna hit you where it hurts. Your kids, and then you're gonna go against that. So how do they do that? Remember, these people are trained they're trained and study this shit to get you on their side. So they say things to get you. Not saying that the Democrats are correct. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, no, it's not
I'm
that
just
either.
saying that the person that is making you vote for them are gonna hit you with those things, those emotional things, those family things to get you on their side. Who doesn't want to like? Who doesn't like their fucking family?
What you would need is for them to say to you, look, yeah, we're gonna stop men from competing in women's sports, but I'm also gonna try to lower your health
Protect
care.
them, the children's. Yeah.
I'm also gonna try to lower your rent. I'm also gonna try to get you better housing. I don't want wars. I want peace. I'm not gonna do what Israel tells me. I'm not gonna go bomb somebody because Israel tells me.
Bro, the
'Cause
books are in school.
You know what I'm saying?
How
Because
is
the
it not
people with
true?
funny hat run America. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. I don't want a president that goes, I'm gonna throw out the gays and the transies to get you riled up, and then I'm not gonna do anything else for you.
Yeah, like-
and then if Israel tells
Yeah,
me to
like, I
blow
don't
a
mind
fart,
those
I'm
things.
gonna
You
blow
want
two
to do
farts.
it, cool. But do the rest of the things you were talking about.
Yeah.
How about
No tax on tips. What
What's up
happened
with
to that?
Yeah, what
No
happened
tax
there?
on Medicare. What happened to that?
No tax on
Big beautiful bill cuts taxes for billionaires, but doesn't do anything for.
What I'm saying is you can go for them. It's like if my brother right now was to tell me, yo, I want to be manager of your company, and I'm like, sure, of course, you're my brother. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm not gonna be like sitting in my room like, I trust him. I don't give a fuck with my brother. I'm gonna keep him on point. I'm gonna, yo, did you go check this shit out? No, my bad. I fell asleep. No, bro, wake the fuck up. I need you there. I'll probably be worse on him than some random guy, cause you know what I mean. That's my brother. I can talk to him how I want. Cause he's my brother. If he can't take it, then I don't know. So I'll talk to him straight up. But I gotta keep him on point. Same thing. Whoever you voted for, keep him on point. And what is that word? What is that thing? Keep them like
keep them separated.
No. Keep them.
And it's not. We're not saying it's not true. We're just saying it's a little bit exaggerated.
100%
So yeah,
disagree. Wait, what? What do you disagree with?
he's saying that it's
no.
not true, but we're not saying it. We're saying it's true, but it is also a little exaggerated.
Right? Is there?
It's not like the transies are kicking down the door trying to take your kids. It's not like that either. I'm sure there are some things going on.
Yeah.
you know,
I'm not
but-
saying that. Yeah, exactly. There's not saying that there's no. At least here in Florida, we don't have that problem. But there's probably a state around there, in Portland, in California, in Seattle, and these places that are very like open to those things. They do have sex books, but then again, you're right. If you're gonna protect it, then yeah, sit for it and protect it because you don't want it in New York. New York is very close to being a place like
kind of a very liberal state.
liberal state. But what saves it is that there's a lot of Latinos that don't fuck with that shit, and you know, for it being one of the tough states of the country, kind of like Florida, that we have a lot of like how can I say, hoods, bro. I'm gonna say it like that. Thank God for the hoods, for real, because they don't play that shit. They don't play none of like, yeah, put that sex book with my kid. They'll be like, fuck no. You know, that's just the way it is here. Like, right? Am I wrong or am I right? Like, we don't live that little like fantasy thing. Like, yeah, there is no fucking like when the riots happen. Nobody was out here doing rioting.
No, well,
Right?
Miami?
In Florida, no. They tried and they're like, nah, bro, we ain't breaking down our fucking favorite
It's
Walmart.
too hot
and
outside
our
to
favorite
riot.
Target. Like, nobody did none of that.
Like those smash and grabs that happen in California.
and we
that
have some
hasn't happened
crazy
here
ass,
like that.
and we have some crazy ass, and we have a crazy ass fucking neighborhood,
Yeah,
bro.
you'll get shot in Florida for doing
yeah, you
crazy
get some
shit.
dumb shit ass on these motherfuckers. Shit. That's what I'm saying. Like,
They'll
on
shoot
the
you
East
and then they'll
Coast,
get acquitted for
it
shooting you.
is, and then it will spread. Not in Florida. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, of course, you're saying like in New York, and you live in a state that does that. So I get your point. I get that you don't want that. But of course they exaggerated. I'm not
Yeah,
saying that it isn't true.
New York is probably
I
much
ain't
more of
saying
a
it's
freak
true.
show than Florida because
Yeah.
Florida doesn't play those kind of
Yeah.
shit. New York is a very liberal state. I'm sure they got a lot of other stuff. Maybe that's why Two Men Two sees it a lot more often than we do.
Yeah, exactly. That's
'cause
why
we
I don't judge him. I don't judge him, or I believe what he's
We
saying.
would have to go to like downtown to see that because you don't see that around most areas in the state of Florida. Only some certain areas. And again, I'm not saying it's not true. I'm just saying it is. I think it's a little exaggerated.
You said sex books, right? I'm just looking that up. On the East Coast. Oh, I'm just reading that again.
Yeah, that's like
many
sexual
schools
health.
have. Let's
Like
go sexual health.
anatomy.
Okay, no,
Yeah,
all right.
typical stuff.
So what you're talking about? What was it he talked about? Trannies and trannies. That's what.
Yeah, man, because like I've seen the memes and they get you emotional. It's like a transy and she's chasing a little kid, and they're like, "How come they never read stories to prisoners, only to little kids?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but what do you think they're gonna go to jail?" Like, I get what you're saying, but like you're going off like on an exaggerated thing there. Like a transsexual is gonna go to a jail and read a book to an inmate. Like, come on, you know?
Yeah.
Like it riles you up. Like, yeah, that's true, but wait, but also like that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, bro.
And I don't know that transies are reading books to kids. Has that happened? Yeah, here and there. But it's not like there's an army of transies. Oh, let me read a book to you. It's not like that. I think it's more when they're doing it, it's like, oh, so you can get an understanding of the trans community. It's not like they're doing it for them to be like, no, we're trying to indoctrinate these kids and turn them on into transies.
Yeah, no. Look right here. It's not. It's in school libraries, so that's what they're doing. Yeah. It's not that they're going to read the books, but there is in the school libraries. I'm reading it right now. In 2004, obviously they took it off already because Trump is in office. So yeah, it did have pull 2 books with graphic sex from library. School system pulls 2 books with graphic sex. Yeah, Two Men has a point there. If it happens in one state and they allow it, then it'll happen in another state, and then a little bit later it'll happen again, and then again and again. And next thing you know, every state has a fucking.
I guess the good thing is them stopping it. Like if they're saying, hey, we need to put a cap on any of it from happening. But I don't think it happened like that either. Like I don't think it was an exaggeration of like intense, stuff.
Yo, what do you want? We're podcasting. You're on live.
Oh, I was gonna tell you, come watch this, dog.
Watch what, dog?
Come watch the zombies game right now.
No, dale, zombies, dale.
I'm playing with some guys with all the tricks. Like, ray gun, like.
Right, dale. This guy's talking about. Not all what?
Yeah, so I mean, whatever. It is what it is, Shout out to the transies. I wish you well.
Yeah, but just I get what this is saying. Like graphic sex. It doesn't even matter if it was tranny stuff. It's just that it is happens to be.
Yeah, there's a lot of sick stuff. I remember in Atlanta, I saw this thing in Atlanta where you see, but it's all over NYC. But that's NYC because NYC is a very liberal state. Like that's the problem of NYC.
Story time. Yeah, exactly. See, we don't relate to it, or better yet, we don't know this problem because we're not in that. I would have to read
Wingwood or like downtown certain areas. You'll see transies, the beach.
I mean, yeah, but you don't have what he's talking about.
It's not all over Miami. It's not. Miami has certain sections.
It has like a bar that dedicates to
and it's sections that you wouldn't take kids. I'm not gonna take my kid to go walk around the beach like that.
Bar
or like a bar
or a bar that is about drag queens.
I mean, there's been a gay bar. I don't know if it's still here, but there's been a gay clubs in South Beach for years since I was in high school.
To each his own, by the way. To each his own. Because shout out if you don't care if your kids watch that, then that's on you guys. But you don't have to force it on anybody.
Yeah, don't force it.
Not in a classroom.
I mean, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that. I have had that conversation. Well, my son actually once saw a video of Lil Nas X, and then he sees 2 guys kiss, and he looks at me and he goes, "What the hell?" And then I'm like, "Yeah." I had to kind of explain to him, like, "Yeah, sometimes,
Sometimes.
Honestly, I'll take that back. I didn't even explain it to him. I was like, "Oh yeah," and I just kept it moving because I'm like, I mean, he's like very young. It's kind of hard
to explain it, to be honest.
I was like, I'm gonna wait.
That is the problem. You guys are saying it's not happening in Miami, but it's happening all over the rest of the country.
Yeah, because Miami's not part of the United States.
Yeah, we're not. I'm sorry, bro. We are not. Florida is not. Well, like they say, Miami is not from.
It's not part of the United States.
We're
a little island here that we're just connected
the right way. Yeah. The only wrong thing we do is we're making Miami. How do you call it? Overcrowded. Now everybody wants to fucking live here. All these billionaires are coming here to buying buildings, buying sections. Around us, they just took I think 3 sections of neighborhoods to make buildings, bro. That's fucking us up, and it's only like a couple blocks away.
More buildings.
Sooner or later, they're gonna start doing the same thing to all of this here.
We're gonna look like New York, a bunch of buildings everywhere.
Yeah, Florida's gonna look worse than New York.
Florida is kind of
Makes
like
New
its
York
own
look
country,
better.
and then Miami within the state of Florida is its own country.
Yeah. Florida
Miami
is
has
its
a
own
different
country.
vibe.
And then Miami has its own country.
Miami is
inside
an
of Florida.
island inside of Florida.
Yeah, it's an island inside. Miami is an island inside of a state inside
Be right
of
back.
a country. Inside of a country, but yeah, when he goes now, we'll talk shit about him because this guy. What are you doing, guys? About to lay down and shit. Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. You're an island boy. Fuck. No, island boy. What? Let me see. What do I got over here? Oh, there you go. I forgot I have like the scenes over here. It still works. Cool. But nah, man, I get what you're saying. I talked a lot to PQ. I don't know if you remember her. She's really cool. She knows how to explain stuff. She says real smart stuff that I feel like it makes sense. Like if you were to hear her out, you would understand what she means. But also you make sense too. So that's why I'm like one of these people that just or at least some people tell me this. They're like, you're very diplomatic. I'm like, yeah, I'm diplomatic. I want to have everybody in a happy mood, you know. PQ? No, she's not a lawyer. I mean, she probably could be a lawyer if she wanted to. But no, she's not a lawyer. She's a better lawyer than that friend of yours. Like, Kimberly's a better lawyer than her. Like, yeah, this is to let you know. She's a lawyer? I don't think so. That friend of yours that thinks she's a lawyer? My bad. But no, I don't know if PQ's a lawyer, bro. She's never said graduated law school last year. PQ, bro, I'll ask her. I don't know. Yeah, because she did the law school. Hold on, I'm just getting text messages. What's happening over here? I see what Tua just showed me. I got it. She did law school. Oh yeah, you're right. She did do law school. You're right. But I think to be a lawyer you need to do other stuff, right? I don't think she became like an official lawyer. Damn, why is I'm trying to do what you just did, but on my end. No. See, when I put that here, oh, it comes out here too. It comes out here too, bro. It comes out Miami. Whatever law to completed. Mikey showing D, yeah, bro. Yo, we're back. He's back. What's good, my boy? We got Lino in the building. Lino, what's good, bro? We're talking about.
What up, Lino?
I forgot what the hell we were talking about. What were we talking about?
What up, Aggie? Miami. What is it? Miami, so fucking cool.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so faking cool. What?
Miami's so faking cool. Is that what it means? Like faking?
Is that good?
Yeah, that
good
that
or
doesn't
bad?
make sense though, because a lot of people in Miami be faking the
Yeah,
cool.
Miami ain't faking cool central.
I put it on my fucking IG. I said it. I was like, bro, I gotta say. I put it on my other IG, but then I took it off because I'm like, God, it's only people gonna think I'm talking about them.
Most people in Miami.
But I said everybody in IG. No, I said everybody in IG is faking it.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all.
What, IG?
No, that Miami is so fucking cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
Miami,
it is cool.
Miami to me is kind of whack
fucking
attack.
whack are the people.
Miami's
so
kind of
if you
whack
type
attack.
something in, the pops up in the right away. It's very popular. Yeah, it came out. It literally came out on mine when I put it. It's like the 6th though.
And I don't live in Miami. I live in like Hialeah, which is right next to Miami. I think Miami is whack. Not like whack, but it's not that good. It used to be a lot better. Used to be a lot better back in the days.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's
Now
still
Miami.
is. Yo, Lino's your age, bro. I think 1 year older than you.
He lives here in Miami?
King of the couch.
I mean, Lino will tell you, Miami has got him bad.
Lino doesn't. I don't know if he lives here now in Miami.
Too much
He's from
traffic,
Miami.
too overcrowded. It costs too much money. The beach has gone to shit. The beach used to be kind of cool. Now it's gone to shit.
I think it got better now because they kick people out.
I don't know. I just think Miami is not all that good. It's
like the 4th one.
It might be that we're
So
getting old, but maybe when you get older, you see things more clearly. Because when you're young, you're all about partying and the
That means
bitches, getting
that means
drunk.
Getting old, my boy.
Yeah, but that's
Getting
good.
old.
Getting old,
Yeah.
you see things
Yo,
clearer.
Lou. You said true.
Yeah, because when you're older, you see things clear. When you're young, you're all about partying and the bitches and this and that, and you don't see it. When you get older, you're like, dog, like all that shit was fake and wasting my time. You know, the real is not in Miami. It's just not.
Yeah.
Ask Lou, he'll tell you he left not because he was leaving Miami, but he just left. But I'm sure he'll tell you it's a lot better where he's at now.
Yeah. I mean,
maybe not a lot better, but it's better.
What you mean better is buying a house. If you want to like
Más
if you
tranquilo.
want entertainment, it's not better. If you want entertainment, and I mean entertainment like boats, like the things you get here is what
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying.
what's entertainment? It's entertainment.
It's what you want.
It's just it's in the word entertainment.
Yeah, it's just entertainment. It isn't.
That's Miami. Entertainment. All the women got fake ass, fake tits, fake lips, fake everything.
Yeah.
They look at you like you're a clown if you don't drive a car that costs $80,000. They look at you like a clown if you don't make $200,000. They look at you like a clown if you say, "Hey, we're gonna go half and half on the rent."
Like I said,
Huh?
women do not body shame, bro. They economy shame.
I saw a meme the other days or like a thing, and I'm like, dude, I never thought about that, but that is goddamn true. Men save money when they're single. Women save money in relationships.
How about them?
Tupac told you, MOB.
How about them? What?
I was just like, oh, wow, that's kind of true, dog. Men do save money when they're single. Women save money in relationships. And
Yeah.
then then there's the protocol. What's the protocol? If you ask a woman out, be prepared to pay for her meal. Be prepared to pay for her stuff. When the flower guy comes up to the table, be sure to buy the flowers because you gotta buy the
How many
flowers.
times I've been on one of those moments where you're drinking and you're having a good time, and you're like, I got him with the drinks, and then some fucking bitch ass motherfucker shows up with flowers. You wanna buy the flowers for this? And you're like, you
Yeah.
feel bad for 2 reasons, because the girl's like, let me see if he buys me flowers. The other one is the guys there hustling, and you're like, or it's probably a little viejita, you know, some little old lady there with the flowers, and you have to look at her and go, I'll see you later. Let me when I can, cause I don't got no cash. And she brings out the, oh, I got the app because you can sell me. And you're like, God, fucking damn, you know what I mean? Because men do poor relationship businesses.
Yeah, and it's like as a man, you gotta go above and beyond, spend money, do all this crazy shit, so you could be the 27th guy to stick your penis inside of her vagina. You and the other 26 of you. It's like, come on, dog.
Was the pussy good?
It's like I gotta do all this so I can be
Was the pussy good, though?
The 10th guy, probably the 3rd guy this month to stick my dick in you. Come on,
And
bro.
buy her dinner.
Yeah, and I gotta buy you dinner and shit on top of that.
Hey, ladies, I'm sorry if you're hearing this, but if you're hearing this, come out the woodwork. Let's hear you talk. Let's get it.
And it's not even blanket because there's plenty of really good women out there, but I'm sure equally there's a lot of bad ones. And I'm sure for women there's probably
But
a lot
at
of
the
bad
end of the day,
men.
all the guys want to say, all the guys want to do is,
I'm gonna come.
Pretty much, that's the problem. That's the problem. But I'm
They just
sure,
wanna-
and I'm sure women have a lot of stories of bad guys. Like there's probably a lot of bad men out there who are just as bad, like pieces of shit.
oh yeah, dude. There's a lot of piece of shit dudes out there. There's a lot of piece of shit dudes out there. Lou's a married man. That's something that he can bring some light into, but for sure, bro.
Yeah, Lou's married, and Lou's cool. I mean, he'll tell you himself. Lou's a grinder, right? It's in his name. Lou got it, so Lou is somebody who
provides.
who figures it out. He figures it
yeah,
out,
he
makes
needs
it
to figure
happen.
out.
So, shout out to Lou.
And they back each other up, bro. That's something I know about Lou. That it's like they say.
Yeah, it's a team.
I respect this when people tell me, "Hey, bro, don't ever be negative because you'll find that person." That's true. That is true. I'm not
Another negative
about
person.
That. Huh?
Or they're gonna say, "Oh,
No,
don't
no,
be
no,
negative.
I'm just
You'll
saying-
attract another negative person."
You know, like don't be negative. You'll find that person who fits you. That's true. But along the way, you can't let a pair of tits or a good time confuse you.
Yeah.
A couple good days doesn't mean that it's forever.
It'll take you down the wrong
really
path.
Be on. Lou's been married for 50 something years.
He's not even that old.
I know. I'm gonna just say, Lou has been 50 plus years, dog, married, but he can tell you, bro, it's not a one-way road, bro. Like from me and him speaking, it's not a one-way road. She's there for him, he's there for her. It's not I'm always there. I'm the only one putting all the weight. Nah. It's the way it is.
It's a TM,
It's
like
team shit.
Squidward says to SpongeBob
The
in the movie.
I in team is
a woman.
Yeah, dude, woman. If you find yourself a good
good
woman
one.
and she sees the good in you and she freaking fuck with you, she's gonna make you better. That's 100%. She's gonna give you good advice. Mothers give good advice to their sons. A woman will give good advice to her husband or a man or a boyfriend, or whatever the fuck they like. When they like you, they'll give you good advice. And even a good, like they say, and this is just saying out there, this is from a scientist. They said that lesbians will save the world. That is so true. Because,
Why?
Because a lesbian will give good advice to a man.
And a woman.
They say straight men should have lesbian friends. And I've said that before even rehearing that from a fucking scientist. Scientist who's a secretary. Who's a secretary? What the fuck did I say? My slurring of words, bro. This drink is hitting me, dog. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, the face. What was I saying? Yeah, they say that a straight man should have a lesbian friend because they can tell you like, hey, that girl's good, that girl's not good, whatever. They can give you advice. If you're trying to get some, you buy the flowers from the dude. If you are the relationship, buy her something for the house.
I remember once being at a wedding and like this beautiful woman walked in and I was in a table where there was a lesbian woman and like I'm looking at the lady like, wow, she's beautiful, and then she was looking at her too and then she looks at me and she's like, damn, and I was like, it's so crazy when another woman looks at you like, that's a bad bitch. I'm like,
yeah, but you can relate with her.
Yeah,
you
I'm
can
like,
relate with her. You be like,
we're on the same page.
yeah. She's like, yo, I'll get that girl and pick her up. And you're like, yeah, and I'll pick her up and put her.
I'm like, that's so funny. Like, there's another woman looking at you like,
about what we're gonna do
sweating her just like you are, and you're like, oh shit.
And it's a woman letting you know, like, hey, it's okay.
Yeah,
I'm a woman. Like at the end of the day, she's a woman. Like she's a lesbian.
She's attracted
a
to
woman,
women
right?
just like you are. So
yeah, and she's gonna be in the same level of thoughts as you, bro.
Yeah, I
And
just
tell
thought
you
it was
like,
funny.
hell yeah, slap that ass, big. Yeah, me too. The only difference is
she's like, I'll hit that. I'll hit that. I'm like,
you'll be like, I'll put it in it. She's like, I like that. I'll put my fake
I'll
dildo in there.
scissor with her. I'll scissor with her.
I'll strap with her. I'll strap it up for her.
We'll scissor.
No, I'll strap it up. She's like, I'll strap it up.
I always find it in lesbians things on Instagram when people put scissors in their comments. I'm like, God, that's
damn.
so cool. So cool.
Damn.
So cool.
Damn, ouch.
Shout out to the lesbians with their
Yeah, shout out
13.
to the-
all the lesbians who get 13-year-old boy
To
haircuts
the lesbians.
and work as
Shout out to
security
the other
guards.
gays. Shout out to it is.
Shout out.
By the way, everyone
the
everyone
freaks,
likes
the
to always say
weirdos.
it's a Pride Month.
It's
but
Men's
also-
Health Month.
Yes, it's Men's Health Month, which is more important than Pride.
And
Month.
it's also June. It's just June. You could just say it's
June
June.
is my birthday month, so
My-
June 15th.
my son's birthday,
You heard
too.
this now. Oh, and my nephew's birthday and his son's birthday, which is the same guy.
I think it's Trump's birthday too.
it's
Isn't he a
tomorrow.
Gemini?
Tomorrow is
Isn't
his
Trump's
son's
birthday? I think isn't it Gemini, Trump?
Yeah.
When's his birthday? Did it pass already?
The 14th, I think.
Oh yeah.
The day before mine.
Oh, the day they're doing the parade. They're doing a military parade on his birthday.
Yeah.
which has
possibly
never
why.
been done before. Again, another shit.
He's
that
like,
Trump
hey,
does.
I'm just Mr. Trump, and I do it how I do it.
Russia does it, so let's do it too. Oh, so we're gonna be like Russia now? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're gonna tell him, are you gonna go to the parade?
I'm gonna come.
Yeah, I was like, well, we're doing a military parade. He's calling it like Victory Day. I'm like, okay.
Damn, this guy.
Yeah.
Victory Day.
Yeah. It is LGBTQ plus NICP
I don't
month.
know, bro. I don't give a shit.
But
about
it's also
that.
Men's
It's up
Health
to
Month.
everybody, but
Why
to
would
be
they even
honest,
do that, right? Why would they make them the same month? Like that's so
because
fucking
fuck
weird.
men, that's why.
It
It's
should-
even the say the father's month. Or
Men's Health should be
Father's
like in
Day.
December when you
Father's
gotta
Day
buy
is the same
Christmas
day of,
gifts.
my birthday. So if you guys are out there and you're listening to this and you remember, don't forget my birthday, bro.
And don't forget
my
it's
birthday.
Men's Health Month. Reach out to a man in your life and tell him, hey, are you okay? And then give him a hug if
It's
they're
true
not.
though. I always like to be there for any of y'all motherfuckers out there. There's a lot of men in my stream right now. I must not be good looking because there's a lot of men in my stream. No, just kidding. Tomorrow is my unbirthday. Yeah, that sounds a little dark there, bro.
Yeah, not even sure what that means.
Yeah.
What's an unbirthday? Is that the day?
We're gonna take a little less days.
That
on
sounds
your
like
birthday?
somebody that was aborted.
That's what I'm saying. It sounds a little dark, bro. It sounds a little dark.
That sounds like somebody was aborted.
like I was supposed to be born that day, but instead
Something happened.
another day was born. I was a little-
That's my unbirthday.
It's my unbirthday.
The day I was
Damn,
aborted.
no.
What?
Yeah. The day they tried to abort me, but I was
Like I
kept
caught
going.
this thing the other days and I'm like, bro, I hadn't even noticed it. I'm so slow. When people say he was unalived, and
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, because people don't say killed anymore. They say unalived. I
Yeah,
was like,
because
oh, what the?
of these.
What
Because
the?
of this, what you're on right now.
PC shit.
Yeah, because it if you say certain words on the social media, the AIs block it. So that's why
They found a way.
They don't give a fuck about saying it. It's because the AI will block your.
Unalived.
Yeah, so you say unalive, so the AI doesn't catch it when you're saying words like
I thought it was funny.
you
Like,
know,
what?
the S and this, so don't say them. I try not to say them.
Yeah.
I'd rather say that because
Yeah.
when you're out here, and I'm also live on the YouTubes, I wanted to get out there. So if you say those words, you know like certain words you
Yeah,
gotta
it's
block
a more
them and shit.
polite way to say it.
No, it's not the polite. Is that the AI blocks,
Censors you, flags
censors it. So if you say it, if you put it out there like that, the AI censors you, and then it doesn't go out there. So
Eight-
that's why people block those things.
8% alcohol, 1%, 100% good times.
Yo,
that's a
I'm
huge
having
can.
a good time, dog. I'm having a good time.
It's funny
right
because
now.
it's 8% alcohol, but it's a gigantic can. So it's like this shit's bound to get you nice because it's so fucking big.
It is. It is. I feel good, dog. I'm not gonna lie, dog.
Yeah, it's the best. You get a little tipsy off of what is it? Twisted tea.
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
Those are probably good in the sun. Like when it's hot outside, you probably drink one of those to get nice.
Depends.
You
because
get refreshed and you get a little buzz.
Remember that this is like an iced tea, so your stomach might feel like bloated. So you
Yeah.
have to like be careful. You gotta be careful with your drinking these things.
Going down, get us a sound, man.
Oh yeah, it's the only part. Yeah, that's right.
We're waiting for South Park. When the aliens land, they're gonna discover South Park and be like, "Wow, these guys were like
They're gonna like South Park.
They're gonna be like these guys like they're gonna explain humans
honestly,
to the
now
aliens.
you brought up the aliens. What happened with all the alien talk?
South Park is gonna explain humans to the aliens when they start seeing the cartoon. They're gonna be like,
yeah, these people are
"Oh,
retarded.
I get it now.
See, that word
for real.
doesn't
What
mean-
happened to all the
that was-
alien talk? The aliens are no more.
Yeah, the aliens.
Se fueron.
They were visiting us, and then out of nowhere, that's it. They're just gone.
They'll
They're
start
just
appearing
gone.
again. Watch. They only use that
Cocaine's
to
a
hide
hell of a drug.
something else.
That's what it is.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I feel like they were using the aliens to
Yeah,
distract
to hide
us,
shit. Trump knew it too.
to
right?
hide shit. So when they need to hide something else, the aliens will come back. Oh, they're the aliens again. What are they hiding? What are they hiding?
Well, originally through the Looking Glass. What?
Whatever.
On Birthday is from Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen that movie in years.
Through the Looking Glass, but whatever.
I have not
It's
seen
from
it.
the from that show, from the Looking Glass.
Oh, okay. Shout out to the Looking Glass and shout out to Alice in Wonderland.
Shout out to this guy shouting out everybody.
Shout out to Alice in
Shout
Wonderland.
out to Alice in Wonderland. Shout out to Met 2.
She
shout
left
out-
Kansas and she went to Wonderland.
No, that's
Eh, she-
no, that's the
I'm-
Wizard
she's
of
like, I'm
Oz,
not
you
a-
idiot.
Oh, my bad. I
That's
don't
the
even
Wizard
know.
of Oz.
I haven't seen
This
any.
guy.
I haven't seen those in a long time. Shout out to Alice. Shout out to Dorothy. Dorothy's the one who went to Wonderland. Wepa indeed. Shout out to the Knicks. I hope Cancun is warm. Heat in 6.
Damn, 6 years because for sure not
Basically,
now.
yeah. Heat in 6 years.
6 years was right now. I feel like they have 6 years to regroup.
He will be back in 6 years. Book
Heat's in 6. What do you mean? 6 years.
Yeah. Heat
I
in
got my
6.
Heat hat
What do you
on.
mean 6 years?
Yeah, bro. That's
But
what
shout out to the Knicks.
Shout out to the Knicks. Shout out. Wait.
I was actually rooting for them. I wanted the Knicks to
Every
take
time I
down.
click here is on fucking commercials. What the fuck is this,
I
bro?
wanted the Knicks to take them down, and the Knicks didn't do it, dog.
What is that Jordan Peterson thing that you saw?
Oh, just put Jordan Peterson debates. Put 20v1.
Yeah, but I want to hear that part, like just that.
Oh, you probably have to put Jordan Peterson. Have it your way.
I did.
Take out the one that says song.
Oh, I put song when you have your way song. I put have your way. Your Taz was good, bro. How's it going, man? Shout out to you. Shout out to YouTube motherfuckers. Yo, I appreciate that too, man.
What up?
Say the truth. Wait. I gotta see which one is it. Don't waste another year.
No, go down. You probably have to put like debate. Because it wasn't that
Stop
debate.
lying to yourself.
It was in the shorts. You'll probably find it in the shorts. But go to
Oh, in these right here.
yeah, but go to debate so they can find the debate ones.
Yeah, but you gotta put it. Let me see. Put that shit there. I don't know.
Jordan
Yeah,
Peterson
see, I
debate.
don't know. Put it you. I don't know what the show is
No,
called.
but leave the have it your way because it was during the debate.
Hey, yo, pause. How are you feeling?
Mira, ve, go down.
Hey, no pausing. What happened here? Why are we pausing? Let me see. We're trying to look for some funny shit. Is it?
Versus 20. But is that the okay? But that's the full thing.
Yeah, we don't want.
But if you want, go to that one and I'll show you the one where he debates that guy. I think he's
When we
wearing
click on
glasses.
it, what are we clicking on it?
Yeah,
guys?
click on it and then scroll through. I'll find the guy that he does.
You're
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Christian.
Make it
You
big.
say that. I haven't claimed that.
No, pause. Pause. Make it big. Pause.
Pause.
The guy has like curly hair.
Make
and
it
he
big.
Has glasses.
Make it
Keep
bigger
going
for
a little
me.
bit. Keep going. Not
Pause.
Him, not him. He's like a white guy. He's got glasses, like curly hair. He probably did it more times, but he did it a lot to that guy. Where he's like, yeah, sure, have it your way. Sure, right, that guy.
Oh, this guy. Oh, yeah, that guy did
Have it
it.
your way. Have it your way. And he kept saying that. Have it your way. People were like, what, does this guy work for Burger King now? You gotta take off the mute.
No, I'm just trying to.
Oh, they're like, he did.
World, knowing exactly what's going to happen in the future, it makes all of those events inevitable, which means that they're all.
Let's show it to the crowd. Had
he
to
makes
tap in
good
right
points.
quick. Yo, stick around, bro. Stick around
Nah,
to the
boy, time to
podcast.
stop
Support it by viewing it. Appreciate you sticking by.
Yeah,
Whatever
shout out
you
to
want
those
to talk
of y'all who
about was good, Taz. I
tap
appreciate
in.
you, man.
Shout out.
I appreciate you, doggy. We're trying to show you guys what I'm watching right now. That's why. Let me see if I can show you guys right here. Here you go. Here y'all go. Damn, why you gotta be so? You know what? Maybe I can do it.
Why you gotta
My-
be so rude?
Oh, I know what to do. My bad. I know what to do. There you go. We'll just show you off from here.
Causally determined, which means that we have no free will. If you believe in an all-good God or an all-knowing God that made everything.
No, have it your way.
The first thing comes out.
Fails for you. That doesn't mean you disproved it. I mean, you tried to make. Yes, you tried to make a case for a causally deterministic universe. I don't think there's any evidence for that at all.
Do you think that God could have created a different universe than the one that he created?
I have no idea.
Oh wait, you guys can't hear you. Why the fuck?
Right? So either
Oh.
he couldn't have done it, in which case he lacks the power, or...
Wait, you guys can't hear that shit. I have to. What does it say? Copy here. No.
Yeah, I need you now more than ever.
Oh, I got it. Hold on. We gotta get this. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Okay, copy this. Then we're gonna put it in the motherfucking thing right here. There we go. All right.
He could have done it, in which case we don't have free will, because he chose this world instead of that world, making the events of this world instead of that world inevitable with his infallible knowledge.
I don't understand where you're headed.
Which just means that the free will defense fails. Like all this, like under
Like
your
I said,
view,
if
under
you want
your
to have
view,
it
free
fail,
will.
no problem. I don't know why it's relevant to the issue we're
Do you
discussing.
acknowledge that under your view, free will doesn't exist?
No.
Oh, then do you want to respond to the argument?
you'll have to phrase it more
Sure,
clearly
okay.
so that someone like me can understand it.
Yeah, gotcha. So God already knows in advance everything that's going to happen, which means that by making
not have
this
free
world
will.
instead of that world, everything is inevitable, which means that God's act of causing this world instead of that
Inevitable
world,
doesn't mean determined.
it's causally inevitable if God chooses this world instead of that world.
Doesn't make it
causally,
determined.
Causally inevitable means determined.
No, it doesn't.
Absolutely, yes, it does.
Well, have it your way.
okay.
That's not the case.
Have it your way.
And I think what he said is the literal, almost like a definition of it, right? If something is inevitable, then yeah, it's determined.
No, wait, I want
Why do they have to race to the chair? Why can't they just take turns?
So I'm.
because they have to. They want to put their opinion. Also, this is for
Forward
him.
looking through his time of trial.
So they fucked him up in this trial. They
No,
fucked up
his
Peterson
wife
here.
tells him to do that.
Huh? I would think that in here they fucked him up because he's not like Charlie
My
Clerk
final
that is a
claim
little
is that
smarter about
atheists
some
accept
things,
Christian morality.
right?
But
Atheists
deny the
accept Christian
religion's
morality, but
foundational
deny the
stories.
religion's foundational stories.
Hi there.
It's very nice to meet you.
What's
I'm
your
Ian.
name?
I'm Ian.
Hi, Ian.
Yes. So God says that you can own people as property. He says that you can beat them with a rod too. He commands genocide in Deuteronomy.
Aggie.
In
Deuteronomy.
Numbers and in
Kendrick talks about
Samuel.
that.
I mean, they have a goddamn baby barbecue in Numbers. Like, is all of this in line with Christian ethics?
No.
So then God doesn't fit within Christian ethics.
Well, the biblical library is a continuing story, and everything written in it has to be contextualized by the entire text. There's 65,000 hyperlinks in the biblical text. And you can take pieces of it out of context and criticize them, and that's what you're doing. But that's a mistake, I think. It's an analytic mistake because you're putting the cart before the horse.
I really don't think so. I think
Yeah,
that
no,
if we say that something is Christian ethics, then I think that all of the books essential to Christianity would fit with it, especially if it's like the main character. When we're talking
How do
about
you deal with
God,
the morality of war?
So-
How do you think you should deal with the morality of war?
Sure. Because I feel like the morality, like
What
I feel
is
like
he-
Christian ethics, like this is kind of. I guess
What is he talking about though?
It
Like,
says atheists accept Christian morality but deny its foundational
think
story.
it's like kind of an
It's
absurdity to say
basically
that
here.
God-
Jordan Peterson debates 20 atheists. Like he's going back and forth with atheists, and they're like because he's big on free will. You as a human have free will to make decisions and choose. He's saying, look, so a lot of people feel like God is in control, etc. So then there is no free will. God is in control of your life. Things are inevitable because God is controlling them. In other words, you don't have choices and decisions. You're just going through the path that God has laid out for you. Or you're just walking this way that God told you. You didn't make that decision. You are not in control. God is in control. So he's saying if that's the case, then you don't have free will.
yeah, that is true.
He's like, so like God created our
doesn't
planet.
fit
Why
within
didn't
Christian
God create
ethics for
others?
sure.
I
Well,
don't
we
know.
can go on my ethics. That's
Yeah, I
fine.
mean, if
I
you're an
don't know what
atheist, you're
you
gonna
mean
think
by
sort of negative
observing.
about
What
all
game are
that
you playing
shit.
with
Well,
that
I just think
question?
that it's an absurdity to say that the Christian God doesn't fit within Christian ethics. That like the Christian
I
God
didn't
isn't
say
like
that.
Christian
I
ethical.
said that the specific statements that you made don't take the context of the stories into account, and so that your analytical
He looks mad as
approach
hell,
is
right, Jordan
faulty.
Peterson?
Sure.
Don't put words in my
Okay,
mouth.
Sure, then let's go through
Thank
the
you.
example. Yeah, so, and I apologize.
Coño,
So let's
they're
go
both,
through the
like, pissed
example.
off.
So in 1
They have
Samuel
free will,
15:3,
God just knows
God says,
what
go
we will
and
end up
slaughter the
deciding
Amalekites,
to
slaughter
do.
the men,
Yeah.
the women, the children, the infants. What's the justification for that? Is that in line
That's a
with
good
Christian
question.
ethics?
That's a good question. I don't.
All right, I'll tell you this, because even Joe Rogan, as he's getting older, remember, when you get older, what's happening when you're getting older?
You're wiser.
No, okay, that's one thing. That is true.
He knows
100%.
everything.
No, but what happens when you're getting older? What's another thing that's happening when you're getting older?
You get closer to death.
Exactly. And what is the closest thing to what is the closest thing to God?
You seek comfort. You seek that
Death.
comfort from God.
No, you're not answering
because
me.
of your fear of death.
Exactly. So Joe Rogan, if you hear him speaking now about religion and stuff like that, he's much closer to thinking that or saying things that yeah, God is real. I'm somebody that
I believe in God.
yeah, I believe God is real because a lot of things that happen to me, I'm like, bro, I'm not even a genius.
But it may not be the
This
God
has
that
to be
you're
a God.
sold.
It has to be some type of
It may not be the God that
technology in
you're
my
sold.
brain that is, you know what I mean? That
he may not be a creator. He may not be in control. Maybe God is something else. Maybe God is not what you're told he is.
I gotta call you tomorrow so you can give me some advice about some shit.
Maybe
here.
it's not even an it. Like God is not a person. It's an energy. It's a thing. You get me? Who knows? Hopefully we'll find out one day if we go there or whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
But
the older you get, the closer you get to God. Because
who knows what God is?
To death.
But I believe it exists. But I fear God. But I don't know what God is. I say,
100%.
Like Kendrick
100%.
says, walk with me, grow with me. I talk to him. Or I talk to it.
Yeah, but what they say is if you believe in something, you can't question it.
No.
Why question it if you believe in it?
But maybe question its story, what people say about it.
No. I mean, like, question if it's real or fake. If he's real or not. Why question now that?
I don't know.
That's the faith in you that once you have faith, you shouldn't question it.
It's an interesting topic.
If you're, como se dice, Orula, for instance. If what you know, what is it? What is that saying in Spanish? What you know, you don't ask, right?
Lo que se sabe no se pregunta.
Exactly.
And in my sign, the Ogumbio Day, it's the representation of God on earth. La representación de Orula en el mundo.
Download it into language or terms.
Yeah, I feel like we don't. It's something that we can't comprehend.
It's like trying to show an ant. Like I always say, is you walk around life and you walk around ants and bugs and you don't even fucking notice them. You're just like...
They don't know. They don't notice you. They don't know the world that exists around them.
I'm talking about you as a human. You're much broader. No, they probably do notice you. Like,
no, they don't see you.
Smacking into a fucking
or
ground.
They just like we can't comprehend or like fathom the God because we're limited mentally.
You cannot grab an ant and put them into your thing and be like, sir, I pay bills and I work. I go I look for work so I can pay my bills and I can buy nice stuff and I can buy this shirt that I have. If you look at me and if you understood my language, you're gonna be like, why? I just pick up dirt and I work for my queen.
Ants have been on Earth for probably since its creation. Look at how much we have advanced.
Mike is okay.
We have airplanes, Teslas, cell phones that I can call a person who lives in Africa and talk to them. And what do ants do? They look up and they're like, I don't know. They have no idea. All the advances that have gone on. They're just looking for food. It could be the same thing for us. There's a lot of things going on above us, around us, and we don't know because we can't comprehend it. Like the Matrix, Ants have us above them, and they don't even know. They're like, you can't tell an ant, dude, we can fly. I can call somebody and FaceTime them. We have so much technology. It's wild. Ants can't comprehend that. So I think it's kind of it may be the same for us as humans. There's so much that goes on around us that we can't comprehend because we can't see it. We don't have the capacity or the ability to see it.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean it's not there. It's there. It's more our limitations. Same for like ants. Ants are very limited. Look at everything that goes on around them, and they have no idea because they're limited. If you were to actually be able to communicate and show them, they'll be like, "Wow, look at! I don't have to actually crawl around the dirt for food. I can sneak into the grocery store." You got all this food in this store.
What's up, Shane? Welcome back.
Bueno, I got a minute, fellas. 10:30.
They said, look it up.
Look it up.
Look what up. Have you seen the thing about babies in the womb compared to God? Let's look that up.
I think one thing that compares to God is dogs. I think dogs are a direct thing from God. It literally is God. It literally is God spelled backwards. Yeah. It is an extremely loyal creature that no matter what you do to it will remain loyal to you.
That is true. You can shove it in the face and
push
it and tell it then, okay, come here.
And there may be some, or maybe there aren't any, but I don't think most dogs have any evil in their heart. Cats, I think cats are a different story. I think some cats are a little shady. But dogs...
I'm looking for it on YouTube.
I feel like dogs are directly from God.
Should we look at it through Google?
As are most animals, but I think dogs especially. Bueno. Been a good one, guys.
Let me see. You don't have... You have work tomorrow or something, right? Relax. What is this? You can read that for me?
It says, make sure it's not muted. Yeah. In various religious and philosophical traditions, the womb is often used as a metaphor for the divine or the source of creation. The concept emphasizes the nurturing and generative power of the womb, aligning it with the divine, attributes of creation, compassion, and nurturing. Some examples of this comprehension include, and then it goes on to provide biblical
basically
Hinduism, Islam.
Basically, what you're saying is the wound and God.
It's like a
What do you-
representation of God.
Of God, okay.
In the concept.
Bro,
the nurturing.
listen. I get it. This is all very beautiful and stuff, but if you want to be more spiritual, we are all exactly. Water is very important, but no, seriously. If you want to be more spiritual, we're all connected to the same line. If anything, if you understand what I'm saying, is like we're all basically connected. All of us. This guy, the guy who you hate, the guy who hates you, the guy who doesn't like any human. We're all connected to a certain point. Like we're all actually one. Even if you don't think that, like, oh, I don't like that guy over there because he's so fucking annoying. That guy is exactly you. Because at a certain point in your life, you're exactly that same annoying motherfucker you see right there that you don't like. We're all the same. That's why when someone tells you, oh, all police officers are like this. Oh, all fucking Jewish people are like this. Oh, all fucking white people are like this. All these fucking black people are like this. Because we're all the damn same. We all do the same shit. We all want the same crap.
Spiritual beings having a human experience.
Exactly. Listen, I'm giving you something that is like simple as fuck. We're all the same. We all like the same shit. Do you like being lied to?
No.
Nobody here in this fucking chat right now. Tell me, does anybody here like to being lied to? I don't.
Sometimes, maybe a little.
Nah, you don't. Even if even if you tell them, no, tell me the truth, and they tell you the truth, it hurts. But you rather them tell you the truth that it hurts, because now you know what move to make. If you tell me, hey, you're gonna rob me, then I tell you, yeah, I'm gonna rob you, then you know not to fucking make the move. Even if you were disappointed, at least you know, right? I'm just giving you an example. I don't know what example to use. I use that example. I don't know. Any example. If I tell you a lie, if I tell you I'm going to give you this now and I lie to you and I never give it to you, even the most simple thing about something stupid you don't even need, you're not going to like it. You're going to be pissed off. It's the same thing. Everybody here is connected to the same fucking line. Connected to the same line. Exactly. I don't know why I just read the same thing I just said. But yeah, connected to the same line. We're all connected. We're all in the same. We're basically all on the same path to death, you know. But anyways, I'm gonna let this guy go away. I'll continue
Shout
talking
out.
here. Peace out, everybody.
Next week, appreciate the love from everybody.
Peace out to this guy right
Two
here.
Met Two. Miami is so fucking fake. I mean, so cool. Shout out to everybody. Orange, Aggie, Paulina didn't show today. She usually shows up.
What's happening?
What up, Paulina?
Paulina,
love, guys.
Whatever, Paulina. All right, y'all.
Trump's on the Epstein list.
Trump is on the Epstein list. Yo, what's going on with there? Oh, wait. Before you go, let's talk about that Elon shit. Before you go, hold on. No, but we got people who actually can talk about that. Lino's one of them. You were saying, because now Elon, I think he tweeted about him on the Epstein, saying about the bill.
Yeah, he's throwing Trump on the table. I honestly,
and he has more shit coming up.
I say, like, hottest of the hot takes, Trump is more America. Elon is more America first than Trump. Trump is Trump first. I think Elon, as an immigrant to this country, and
he's like every immigrant.
He's benefited a lot. He really loves America, and he's hoping that America. If Elon would have been president, he would have improved a lot of things.
I wouldn't make him president yet.
Trump is Trump first,
make him president.
and then he trickles some things out to America because he has to say, "I did something for you," but he doesn't really give a shit about America, dude. It's all about Trump for him.
And another thing, we were talking about how
he's on the Epstein list. That's another thing.
No, but I'm saying, like, yeah, he's on the Epstein
Trump's
list.
on the Epstein list.
But he said that before the whole thing. Well, not him, but the list. Another thing that Elon now leaves the White House, and the first it came out very nice, right? When they said, "Oh, he's leaving. Oh, he's stepping down from the government." Oh, and out of nowhere now they're both in two wars.
Yeah,
they're both in war, bro. It just tells me
the breakup. The big
it
beautiful
just tells
breakup.
me there's something deeper happened there. Something that, and I hate to say it because a lot of you guys in here are Trump supporters, and I love you guys more than Trump. So you know.
And I'm not a Trump hater. I don't
Fuck
think Jesse
that guy.
is either.
I'm not
But
a Trump hater.
you gotta call the BS
But
what it is.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not a Trump hater,
Don't
and
be
I'm
a-
not a
don't be a
Biden
hypocrite.
hater neither. I'm not one of those people who like fuck Biden. No, man, he was our president. Why would I disrespect our president? Yeah,
he wasn't
the
good,
best,
but he was a president.
but he's our president. We gotta fucking represent him till he's gone. That's the good thing about being American, yo. If you are American, like I was born in this fucking country, thank the fucking Lord that he sent my mom over here and my grandma and my grandpa, who was a tough motherfucker, who said, nah, we're gonna fucking get on this boat and sent them all over here. And I was just a couple feet away from being born in Cuba. Feet, no, more like miles away from being born in Cuba, and I was born in this great country. I'm gonna defend this country, and I'm gonna say this: Trump isn't the fucking man that you guys all think it is. No politician is. Fuck those motherfuckers. Us human beings right here, standing right here, talking like this guy right here. Let's us band together. Fuck the fucking government. We gotta fucking. They didn't agree on the big beautiful bill.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because the big beautiful bill sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
Bueno, peace out, folks.
Yeah. All right, peace out, bro.
Night, night.
You got some bud? Oh, that's togi. But exactly that. Go light up. I'll just hit it like twice if you have enough. But exactly that. I don't believe. Yo, peace out. Peace out, everybody from Jose's part. But exactly that, bro. He doesn't give a shit about. Let me go back to this camera. They didn't agree on the beautiful bill, but that's exactly what it is. You gotta be a little more like a step ahead of these presidential motherfuckers who don't give a fuck about us, man. They don't give a fuck about us. I think Michael Jackson said it, and if anybody likes Michael Jackson knows that. I mean, at least me, I don't believe that motherfucker was, lying to us, and they killed him because he wasn't lying to us. So our government, our fucking society, all of these people, it's a big mafia. It's a matrix. None of it is real. They can do whatever they want, whenever they want. Basically they can do whatever the fuck they want. Hold on, is this shit even posted over here? Oh, you can't even hear the. Oh, now you can. They don't give a shit about us, man. We are the pawns. They are the big dogs. So at the end of the day, man, Diddy killed Michael Jackson. Most possibly. Who fucking knows, man? At this point, he probably did. But Lino, do you have any insights on the whole Elon and Trump? Do you have any how can I say any hot takes on that? Because to me, I feel like what happened here is what I thought would happen. A bunch of fucking politicians being politicians. Shit doesn't go their way. Now they want to fucking fight against people. They want to hate the other guy. It's just like anything, man. It's just like anything in life. It's just like anything in life. Oh shit, bro. What up, Terry? What's going on over here on the YouTube side? Appreciate you coming through. How are you, my brother? How are you? Anyways, like they say, everything is beautiful until shit hits the fan. But honestly, I feel like I felt like this was coming. I'm not even gonna lie. Anyone who's listening, I feel like that was gonna happen, man. Where people were gonna eventually start to see the fake between Trump and Elon. That it was all an interest between both of them. One's a billionaire. Well, both of them are billionaires, but one is like a real billionaire, and the other guy has the power and the way of talking to people. He became a president. You know what I mean? And that's what made him who he is today. You know, the fucking president. But anyways, let me see. If no one's gonna talk anymore, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. I appreciate y'all for coming through. I wanted to stick by more, but I wanted to have conversations with you guys. And if I am a little fucking buzzed up, I'm not gonna lie, so that's why I'm slurring my words. But I'm lit and I'm ready to talk some shit. I will be doing interviews. Lino, I don't know if you're listening. And Tumet, you too. You're in my list. I have a list of people I want to do interviews with. I have DJ Devious. I have Orange. I got Tumet. Tumet, I know I haven't told you, but now you know. Lino, you're one of them. I have a girl there that I want to interview here about like relationship stuff. Obviously, I need to get you guys to get your Discords ready, get your mics ready, get your camera ready. Tumet, I'm coming for you. I want to interview you. I know you haven't streamed in a long time, so guess what? I want to interview you so they can see who the fuck is Tumet 2. And we're going to talk about everything. Jose will be here. We'll talk to you. You'll talk to us. We'll chat it up. It'll be a whole nice, good vibe. But I want to start interviewing people because it makes the chat a lot, it makes the stream a lot better. You guys are interesting. Tumet is interesting. Lino is interesting. Devious. All of y'all. Orange. So if you guys are listening, come on through. And also anybody who subscribes from the day of the interview, if you subscribed already, then better. But if you subscribe, I'm gonna have a raffle, and I'm gonna have Devious create a nice T-shirt because he does T-shirts. So he's gonna make a T-shirt just for you in your style, and he'll make it for you, and you'll win it. You gotta win it though on the raffle. But I need to have subscribers. If I don't have subscribers, then how the fuck am I supposed to buy this T-shirt and do it? So subscribe to it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. I appreciate y'all. Stick around for a raid that we're gonna do. Thank y'all for coming through. I appreciate y'all. Have a good night.
Them blows one tiny something, I don't perfect boobs. Them always a smile if you got baby eye. Them a go play you one chick if you a mama's boy. It's a tough man town, there's no crown and no throne. It's a go lick you down with a dancehall sound. If you a stranger and you drive, make sure you know the route. You don't wanna get salute by a gun dispute. Sibling down, sibling down, it's a root white town, it's Kingston town. Sibling down, it's a root white town, it's Kingston town. Sibling down, it's a root white town, it's Kingston town. Sibling down, it's a root white town, it's Kingston town.
Thank y'all for coming. Peace the fuck out.
What'd you do with the raid? Let's go. Appreciate it, man. Do you like the mini season? Which mini season? The Star Wars one? Yo, land. Yo, lockdown. Thank you for the raid. Look what you did. You hurt my finger? Now I can't play. It's literally buggered. Landa Roy, what's up? Thank you for the raid again, man. How'd your stream go? No. What up, Cavi? Panthers lost. Panthers lost. They were up 3-1. 3-1 and they lost an OT. McDavid, baby. McDavid, Perry, and Draisaitl. You can't beat them. You can't beat the McDavid. was too smooth. We got the next 4. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I think David's real mad. He's real mad this year from last year. Yeah, he's pissed.